New Jersey streets where the city sighs. 5'8" tall and thinking wide. A notebook full of questions inside. Changing names like colors on glass. Chasing the future, letting the past pass. Every answer opens 10 more doors. And curiosity's the heart that soars. You don't pray to the stars above, but you still believe in love. Sparkle, you don't need to prove. The light you have is the way you move. Purple dreams and electric air. The world gets brighter because you care. You doubt, you learn, you fall, you fly. Every why becomes your why. Sparkle, just shine, don't hide. There's meaning on the other side. Voice you hate, but hearts still stay. When you speak, the gray fades away. You read the midnight library slow. Found yourself between the pages glow. Logic meets the melody's call. Science, rhythm, you want it all. You're built from questions, not from fear. Every maybe brings you near. You don't bow, you don't pretend, but you still see the light that won't end. Sparkle, you don't need to prove. The light you have is the way you move. Purple dreams and electric air. The world gets brighter cause you care. You doubt, you learn, you fall, you fly. Every why becomes your why. Sparkle, just shine on high. There's meaning on the other side. Every question's thunder loud. Every silence draws a crowd. You don't need faith to feel the flame. Truth and wonder sound the same. And when the world says settle down, you rise, you wear that crown. Electric sparkle, you don't need to prove. The light you have is the way you move. Purple dreams and city skies. Your story written in open eyes. You doubt, you learn, you fall, you fly. Every why becomes your why. Sparkle, just shine, don't hide. You'll make the dark come alive. Curious soul, still asking why. That's how stars are born in the sky.
The room is quiet now tonight, but I still hear your laugh sometimes, like an echo caught between the pages of unfinished dreams. The questions that you used to ask still hang like stars above the past. 1,000 roads you wanted to see, now they live inside of me. Some lights fade slow, some lights never do. They keep on shining in the hearts they move. Goodbye, sparkle, I don't know what comes next. I only know the world feels different since the day you left. And every purple sunset finds me looking for you there. You were never just a moment, never just a friend. The love you left behind refuses to end. I remember all the late night talks, the winding roads your mind would walk. Every why became a door, leading somewhere unexplored. You carried wonder like a flame, even when life brought you pain. And though your journey reached its end, the fire remains with those you've touched. The sky feels wide, the night feels long, but every memory keeps singing on. Goodbye, sparkle, I don't know what comes next. I only know the world feels different since the day you left. Goodbye, sparkle, your name still fills the air. And every purple sunset finds me looking for you there. You were never just a moment, never just a friend. The love you left behind refuses to end. If there's a place beyond these clouds, I hope you're chasing answers now, following every distant light, turning darkness into bright. And if there's nothing after this, then still you won, because a life is measured by the hearts it lives within. Goodbye, sparkle, though it breaks my heart to say, I'll carry every piece of you into another day. Goodbye, sparkle, but not goodbye forever. You're in the songs, the stars, the stories, in all the lives you've touched together. Curious soul, fearless mind, violet skies and borrowed time. The questions stay, the love remains. Good night, my friend. Shine. Shine.
Well, welcome everyone. This is a bit of a somber occasion we have here today. Thank you all for taking the time to join. This is our little community memorial service for dear Midnight Sparkle, who passed away roughly about a week ago after a difficult struggle in the hospital. Not everyone knew. Some did. A lot of people from this community spent a lot of time talking to him, encouraging him, certainly wanted to keep him in a state of hope. And I believe he kept that hope in more ways than just the physical. And we're here to remember Sparkle. We're going to go over an interview he did. Probably, I don't know how far ago that was, maybe 5-6 months back last year. And we're going to see some of the things that he had said about himself. It was just an interview basically about himself. It's auspicious that East Max and Fro from Norway kind of put that together. They did 2 interviews. The first one kind of got derailed. The second one, they got into a bit more of their actual personal stuff. And so we're going to play that, and we're going to get to hear Sparkle speak again. And we're going to get to react a bit and respond, say a few words. We are joined by his dearly beloved sister, Midday. Sparkle is here to say a few words and share some things about her brother, as well as his long childhood friend that's basically known him since the 6th grade. And really serious appreciation to them for showing up. Condolences to them. Will Kincaid, I'm going to go ahead and bring him up. Will has prepared a eulogy for Sparkle. So I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to be here and showing your support and your love for Sparkle. I'm sure it helps his family to see that he was even a lot more known of and loved than they probably realized. So, Will, by all means, buddy, take it away.
Thanks, Carl. I actually met Midnight accidentally and not through this community. He was on Twitter, and I randomly saw him asking for books. He just wanted books. He was, I don't even remember what books they were, and I didn't really care. And I just sent him the money, and that was 6 years ago, and we've been friends ever since. And we were actually just in the back talking to his sister, which is why we were a little bit late. And it was one of the last things he asked for was books. And a lot of people didn't know. And in fact, Midnight was characterized less by what you knew about him and more about what you didn't know about him. He was very private. He didn't want pretty much anyone knowing his real name. Although now more than a handful of us do. He got a lot closer with all of us towards the end. And he just took everything in stride. He only opened up to me a handful of times. He was very self-conscious inside, but he did not want to see anybody. He didn't want anybody to see him sweat. Towards the end, I guess I found out that I was one of the few people who actually knew that he could have possibly had Hermansky-Pudlak syndrome, which is one of the key contributing factors that ended up taking his life. He died of complications from pneumonia related to Hermansky-Pudlak, and he only posthumously received validation that he tested positive for type 9. And we were talking about the possibility, because he knows that I'm in healthcare, about what it was, what his prognosis was, and we were going through some of the information. And I think he kind of knew that it wasn't great. I mean, I'm sure he didn't think that it was going to be last Saturday in the middle of the afternoon. But part of me thought he knew. And that's the thing, is that there were certain people, he didn't want certain friends of his to even know that he had been in the hospital. That's just the kind of person he was. Because he knew everybody was going through something. Everyone's always going through something. And he didn't want to make his problems somebody else's problems. I believe that very trait characterizes Midnight better than anything. And the more that we've talked over the past week amongst ourselves, in the Discord, on phone calls, on Facebook Messenger, the more we realized that he was really the backbone of this community. It was always kind of midnight making a comment, just an offhanded comment that spiraled into something larger. And that's kind of where he operated, was the background. And I don't know if that's because he preferred to be in the background or if he thought that's where he should be. I hope he preferred that. I hope he knew that he wasn't just a background character in his own life. I mean, he had to have known, right? But he was a good friend. He would occasionally ask me for money. I have more than a handful of friends that used to ask me for money on a regular basis. And he was one of the few that actually paid back on time and with interest. It's just more of his character. At the very end, we've put a few things together, talking to each other about the various conversations that we've had separately. He was very Christ curious at the end. I mean, no man can really know if someone is truly saved or not, but I think that he was, to be honest. He had he had clergy come upon request. He was talking about the Bible and praying with Guru Lady and talking theology with Carl. And I talked about him. I talked with him about Christ. And apparently he even was considering going back to church. And to one of us, he even said, you know, if I ever get better. No, he didn't say if. He said when. He said, when I get better, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to turn my life around. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to pray every day. You know, he never quite said, and I think there's just a lack of time. And of course, he was intubated a bunch of times. He couldn't talk very much as it is. But at the end, I think he really, really wanted to turn it around. And the thing is that it was like it was just his time. Like some of us just go and there's no rhyme or reason, but he, like, every card he was dealt, he played it maximally. There was no better way that he could play the cards he was given. No better hand. He could not. He just, in the end, he just you know, he was felted and he still played it through like he had something. He hung on. He just never cashed in his chips until the game was over. He just hung in there as long as he could. And then when it became obvious and he just that there was just nothing left, I guess he just went. And the world will be worse off for his passing. And I'm going to miss my friend. I know I already do. I'm listening to some of these guys' streams that he used to frequent, and I'm just waiting for midnight to pop up in the middle of a conversation and say some non sequitur and then just stop talking for half an hour, and it never happens. Anyway, I'm not great at ending these things, but we're gonna miss you, Sparkle. We think about you every day, and we hope that you've made it into the kingdom. Carl, if you want to play the interview. I think we're having technical difficulties. This is so characteristic
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on
of one
mute.
of.
That was me. I was thinking, Will,
Okay.
if you're cool, we'll bring up his sister and childhood friend, see if they want to say any words, and then yeah, we'll kick off into the interview. I'd like to introduce. We have K Dog here, and we also have his sister Midday Sparkle. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for hosting this.
100%. 100%. I wanted to open it up to you guys. Midday, if there's anything you'd kind of like to say, kind of just tail into that, you're more than welcome to speak, and feel free, take as long as you like.
First, I just want to say that it's been really comforting to connect with you guys. I've spoken to Will on several occasions at this point, and it's been comforting to be a part of this part of my brother's life. Like I've told you guys, I'm not the tech savvy one. I'm not the tech savvy sibling. He was always more tech savvy. And the one thing that I know about my brother is that he just wanted to be loved and included. And I feel like you guys gave him that. And I can't thank you guys enough for caring for my brother and loving my brother and being there for my brother. It honestly, like it means the world to me to know that he was so loved and cared about. I don't really know what else to say, but I'll share with you guys the Facebook tribute that I wrote for my brother, because I feel like there are no better words than what I wrote. Losing my brother has left a pain in my heart that words cannot fully describe. Our relationship wasn't always easy growing up, but I'm so happy we were able to have a relationship built on love, support, and respect as adults. In true sister fashion, I could be mean to my brother, but no one else was allowed to be mean to my brother. I was fiercely protective. My brother was different, and a lot of people didn't understand or take the time to understand different. My brother was the smartest person I ever met in my life. All he ever wanted was to be loved and included. What hurts the most is knowing there will be so many moments we will never get to share. The messages, the laughs, the vent sessions, the holidays, and all the little moments in between that I thought we would still have. I keep thinking about the time we lost and the memories we will never get to make, and my daughter not getting to know her uncle, and it breaks my heart. I still cannot believe you are gone. A part of my heart and my childhood went with you, and life will never be the same without you here. I promise to keep your memory alive and honor your memory every day. I hope to make you proud. Rest peacefully, big brother. I love you endlessly, and I will miss you forever.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Midday. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for being here. I promise you, it's as much of a support for the community, you being here, as the community is to you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. K Dog, please, anything you want to share, go ahead.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't take the time to write anything out, but that would be disingenuous to do, I think, for me anyway.
Just let it come from the heart, and really just take as long or as little as you like, man. No pressure, whatever you want to say. And really, this platform's always been full free speech. You say whatever you want, however you want. So don't even hold back. Say whatever you got to say, man.
Well, I appreciate that, and I want to thank everybody while I'm here. That everybody's been really cool. Nobody's been weird. You know, he put me in on this thing to try to get to know everybody and be involved in shit, which is cool. But it's weird now that he's like, hey, I want you to meet all these people, and then suddenly he's gone. It's almost like he brought me to a house party and then just cut out on me. You know, the Irish goodbye. Didn't say anything. But, you know, I've known this dude for a long time. It was mentioned earlier. I've known him since the 6th grade, man. He is one of the closest people to me in my life. And I honestly, every day, I've found myself on multiple occasions reaching for my phone because some shit happened that I would have 100% called him about to, you know, whatever. And, you know, it hits me over again that he's He's not here. And that really sucks. But at the same time, I know he would say, like, you know, be happy for the fact that we were even around, you know, and don't concentrate on the end. It's about everything else that happened in between that. As cliche as that sounds, and I want to smack myself in the face for even saying it. But it just because it's cliche doesn't mean it isn't true. You know, and that's how it was, man. I don't know, like it's kind of an underhanded thing to do, to come on here and make a complaint, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with this void I have in my life now, because this was my guy, dude. This is my right hand. He, you know, like I don't know. It's gonna be a fucking really big adjustment, man. And I got his picture up on the fridge, and since, you know, it's been up there, I get up in the morning and I look over at it, and it's still kind of jarring, man. You know, like I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, that's right. You know, it's like I forget for a split second, but I know I'm way off point. The point is that I've been down with this guy for a long time, man. We've been through he's been there for me through a lot of really ugly shit in my life. When people that are my blood, that I'm supposed to be able to count on, cut out on me and didn't want to know nothing, he was there. And he's not an ask questions type of dude, you know. But I mean, they don't make him like that anymore. This guy was one of a kind, and if you didn't know him, you missed out for sure. I mean, look, we went to school together, and I don't have to tell anybody how rough school years are, man. But that dude, despite going through everything that he went through, somehow he always managed to maintain some kind of a upbeat, positive attitude, and it was disgusting to me.
Nobody can rain on his parade.
Nobody.
No.
You could not tear that kid down for nothing. And I was disgusted by it. Like, how could you be so positive? But you know what though, dude, I realized like that's the best way that you can be, really. And like partially because of him, I turned parts of my life around and changed shit up for the better, which, you know, I have to credit him for that, because he was good for keeping you honest, you know. And it really sucks that he only had 41 years here, because I think if he would have realized the amount of reach that he actually had, he could have touched a lot of people. And it sucks that he doesn't have the opportunity to do that, but he does, and he is. Even through this right now, and all of us still, I know that it's not, my life has changed for the better because he was in it. Like, I don't want to take 20 years to go on and on, but seriously, dude, to be the new kid in a new town where you don't know anybody, and I just left everything that I know behind, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. What are you supposed to do? What do you say? And he went out of his way to make sure, like, dude, you don't have to be uncomfortable. You have a friend. Like, you don't even know me.
Hey, I'll be your friend.
Yeah, he took me in, like, he talked to me like he's known me my entire life, and you just met me. They don't make people like that anymore. And for him to still be there, we're both in our 40s, man. I'll close up with this because I could talk for days about this guy and the impact that he's had in my life. But this birthday I have coming up is going to be a rough one because every year he called me, even though he's only a few months older than me. He's December, I'm in June, right? So it's not like he's crazy old or I'm crazy old. But when I hit 40, he called me and asked me if I was prepared for my midlife crisis. You know, like I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that, dude, because nobody could throw a roast like he could. I'm telling you, man, he was one of a kind. And if he only could see the amount of reach that he had. And of course, it's fitting. I got traffic going on here. He would hate that. He would want to choke me right now if he was here and boot me off the bike. 100%, he totally would have did that. Yeah, but all right, I'm gonna shut up now and pass it off. But I will say the last thing I do want to say is I love you and I miss you, dude. Wherever you're at, I hope you finally know everything that there is to know, because that was his big thing. Was I want to know as much as I can, learn whatever I can about everything. This guy's talking to me about physics and shit, and I'm trying to figure out what the day's gonna look like. He was on a different level, man. And I will miss you, dude. And I appreciate everybody being here, putting this thing together, and allowing me to be a part of it. Seriously.
Outstanding. K-Dog, thank you, man. Really. Thank again to you as well. Thank you for being willing to be here and share all that. And you definitely have opportunity in this community. I'd like to believe that Sparkle brought you here before the end for a reason, because maybe you were going to need somewhere else to go, almost as if he was giving you a gift or an opportunity to have at least nothing compared to what he had. Certainly, the type of connection you guys had was special.
Very fitting for something that he would do, right? He would open the door for you and go, now,
Right.
now go and be the person I know you can be, or whatever ridiculous thing he would say.
I think he knew that there would be people here you would be able to connect to. Again, your relationship with him was super unique, but I do think he was trying to look out for you even in that, trying to lead you in this direction if something happened to him.
I don't mean to step on you, but I have to, since we're doing a memorial, that this is the most him thing possible that could ever happen. When he was in the hospital, he texted me that he had 5 nurses in the room with him, vocal coaches or whatever, when he was working on his vocals to try to get his voice back. He said he was in the hospital room singing Let It Go from Frozen to the nurses. That is it, bro. That is so on brand. It's like that shit made me smile when he said that, and I still think about it. Like, I mean, just because that is the kind of purity that dude was, man. He took something for what it was. It didn't matter where it was from or why it was made, but he saw something in it and he ran with it.
I can confirm the singing, and a lot of the hospital staff did get attached to him because he was there for quite a bit. But my brother made everyone laugh, and my brother was so positive for the upbringing that we had, and I'm so proud of him. I hope he knows how proud of him I am.
Amazing. Absolutely. And that is who he was. I think, I couldn't think of too many people in the community that were so genuinely, sincerely, consistently selfless, like really, I mean, in practical effect, like he was always operating as if everyone deserved more value than himself. I mean, it was an incredible, just natural virtue to him.
My brother was too good for this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He definitely was.
He just
Well,
he treated everyone the way that he wished he would have been treated, and my brother was so
100%.
special.
100%. And the thing that touched me too, and I even said this to Will the other day, there's a lot of people when they go through the type of treatment that Sparkle had that turn cynical, cold, numb. They start to lose the energy to be loving, supportive, kind, noble. But Sparkle never lost that spark. It just, no matter what happened to him, it never diminished. And
I think there may have been a small time growing up where he might have been more cynical, but the thing is, like, he turned himself around by himself, and
yeah,
that's what I'm so proud of.
yeah, that's amazing. And it's amazing you can tell us that because, I mean, we know Sparkle on the internet space, and we saw a lot about him, but not, the type of intimate stuff that you guys had interactions. Like it's amazing to have you guys share this too, because it's like completing the picture for us. So,
No,
you know,
bro, but he was the genuine article though, dude. So what you heard when he spoke to you when y'all were streaming and shit, like he doesn't put on a character, and become a different
oh yeah.
person when people
No, I
do.
believe that. No, I believe that because his sincerity was always there. Like it's just part of who he was. Like no one didn't think. I mean, we may not known a lot about Sparkle's like personal private life and stuff like that, like very specific things, but we knew who he was for sure. I mean, we understood the type of person he was, which is also why, his loss can hit us this hard because he was just a genuinely, sincerely good person. He really was.
Yeah.
So,
He
well,
genuinely cared
yeah, go ahead.
about the community, man. Like legit, if I could for a moment, as on the outside, he really did care about all of this and all of you guys do. So don't sell yourself short in thinking that it was just something like this. This shit is a deal, bro. Like it means something.
Spot on.
Yeah, you
Carl,
guys
if
you
you
guys
want to
definitely
check,
mean a lot to him.
William.
Sorry.
Carl, if you want to, yeah, if you want to check comments, private chat, that's up to you how you want to run that.
After we do this, yeah. What we'll do is we're gonna
Yeah,
once we
because he might not be around. That's why.
okay. Yeah, all right. I guess if you want to send it to him real quick, if he can come in quickly, he can say a couple words. That's fine.
All right. All right. I
Um,
just sent it to him.
yeah, there's someone also that's known Sparkle a long time and had a lot of conversations with him, and that of course would be Quentin. So since he might not
It
be
was
around.
Quentin, Midnight, and Tog.
Yeah, for a long time.
They were
Yeah,
like
that's true.
like the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, yeah. So they had a pretty close connection with each other here in this space. So if Quentin wants to come in and say a couple words before we start this, we'll certainly let him do so. Are you going to text it to him or what?
I already did. I sent it to him on Facebook.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I
Quentin,
had
go
to
ahead
have
and
it
click
floating
on it.
because obviously.
Yeah, no, I get it. I didn't see the private chat. By the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but in the private chat, you can tag people now so that they see it. It pops up on their screen.
I've been away from this space for so long now. I feel
okay.
like
I just was letting
it's
you
like
know.
like a year and everything's different.
I get it.
I feel geriatric.
Q, thanks for popping up, bud. Yeah, I know you had a lot of really deep, like long standing, lots of talks with Sparkle. So you want to come in and say a few words? Feel free.
Yeah, sorry. Give me a second. I'm trying not to break down on mic.
I get it.
Midday, I said this in the chat, but I meant it. Midnight was pretty much like a brother to me. I met him back in, I want to say 2018, back when I was only 19 years old. And we kind of hit it off. We talked a lot. We fought a lot. But at the end of it, like we would always just like laugh at something stupid and just squash it and go on. And back in, I want to say 2021, 2022, I was going through a lot. When I ended up in a mental hospital, and one of the first people I called when I got out was Midnight. And he offered me a place to stay. He offered me someone to cry on. And I never really thought, I was not going to see him around anymore. And it's been hard to even get on YouTube and watch some streams, because every time I showed up to a stream, I swear to God, he was there. Like, I don't think there's a single person on this side of YouTube that didn't know who Midnight was. And the conversation could range from anywhere between what movie we just watched or some science shit that I didn't understand. Midnight would always try to see the best in everyone, and I don't know, sometimes it would irritate me because I just wouldn't be in the mood, and then he'd bring a smile to my face, and I'm just really grateful that he was around. I'm grateful I could call him a friend, and I'm gonna miss the fuck out of him. I'm sorry for my language. I don't know what else to say, man. This really, one of the last conversations me and Midnight had was about a TV show, and you could, like, even in that, when Midnight got excited, you could tell it wasn't a lie. You could tell it wasn't just him gassing someone up. Even back when me, Tog, and him did a YouTube show together, he may not have said a whole lot, but just having him there, me and Tog would have a better time than having anyone else on the show. And that's just who Midnight was. His name might have been Midnight, but for a lot of us, he was kind of a sun lake, just shining bright in the middle of everything. And I'm gonna miss the hell out of him. And I hope he knows that, like, all of us really cared about him, because we sure as fuck knew that he cared about us. And that's really all I have to say.
Thank you for that, Clinton. Thanks for sharing. And yeah, I know you guys had a lot.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You were doing like weekly shows, and for a while there, like several times a week, where you guys were talking a whole lot, and like you and Tog and him were all really interacting pretty closely, frequently. Yeah, I know it's a loss for everyone in a real deep way, for sure. And I do also hope he knew that. I hope he understood. I mean, I wish he probably should have been told it probably more often, but he probably meant a lot more than he actually knew, I think. Yeah. Thank you for that, Q.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Of course.
I know that you guys meant a lot to my brother.
He meant a lot to us.
All right.
I
well,
hear
thanks,
that,
Q.
and that makes me really happy. It makes me happy to know that he has you guys, and my brother was a lot more loved then, and I think he knew.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, Q. Thanks for saying that, man. Take care, and yeah, we'll catch you later. But thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. All right, cool. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and play the interview. This is the second interview. If you guys want to see it, in fact, I probably should. I will add to the description later the link for this video. This is over on Eastmax's channel, where they did an interview with Sparkle. They actually did two. First one kind of got derailed and messed up, and then this was kind of more the real one, where him and Fro kind of talk with him one-on-one or two-on-one for the better part of about an hour before they start letting people in. But we figure we watch at least this interview portion, and then if there's people in the community, Christian, atheist, agnostic, whatever you are, Islamist, I know DeFreak is out there. If anyone wants to pop in the room and say any words to Sparkle, you're more than welcome to do so. Oh, actually, well, Eastmax is here too, and he is actually the guy who did this video that we are going to review, who even set
And
up the
before,
yeah, what's that?
Before you guys start, and this actually kind of ran a lot longer than I originally anticipated, and I gotta go put my kid in the shower now.
That's fine, buddy. That's fine.
So I'm gonna drop down the chat. I'm gonna be listening, but if I can pop back in before it's over, I will.
That's fine, buddy. No problem. No, I appreciate it. And thanks for the eulogy and all that stuff, and thanks for sharing all that, Will.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, man. Okay, cool.
Sure.
All right. So Eastmax, I guess, will be taking over. How you doing, buddy? I think Will just tagged you in. You got to unmute, dude, if you're talking. Okay. He's having mic problems. Eastmax, you got to unmute, bud.
I think he said he was gonna drop down into the chat. He had something.
No, that's Will. Yeah, that's Will. But
Okay.
yeah, no, Eastmax, the guy who actually did this video that we're about to review, he's in the room, but he's having mic problems for some reason. He can't unmute his mic. All right, well, Eastmax, when you figure out how to unmute your mic, you'll be able to say something. You'll be welcome to do so. But this is his video, him and Fro from Norway. Fro hasn't been around as much. But Fro from Norway and Eastmax were doing this interview show. They interviewed me and Dave and several other people in the community, and they interviewed Sparkle a couple times, and this is their second interview. So I wanted to play this for all of you guys, and if Eastmax figures out how to unmute his mic, he'll be able to say something. He might have stepped away. Oh, did you unmute it?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you are. Hi, buddy.
Yeah. Hey guys. First of all, I just want to take a moment to apologize to Sparkle directly. We've had private conversations, and he was honestly the first people around that I opened up to, and he got to kind of see a little bit about who the true Max is, and I've been taking his loss pretty hard. And as a result of such, I've been lashing out towards people. And I apologize because Sparkle wouldn't want me to be acting like that. And I just really miss him, you guys. So that's all.
Thank you, Eastmax. You know what? It's really big of you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's beautiful. And I agree. Sparkle was, if anything, an incredible peacekeeper. And was always trying to get people to get along and find common grounds. I mean, you know, you could spark a fuse in them for sure by doing something really over the line, but generally Sparkle was a bridge builder. That's just,
man, he could take a joke like nobody that I knew around here. Like
100%.
you know, and I think he played a vital role in absorbing a lot of the impact, a lot of the negativity. And I hate the fact that people took advantage of that at times, and thought he was an easy target. And I always felt like I had to stick up for him, even when he's fully capable of doing it himself. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that's all.
Yeah, and thank you for, you know, who would have imagined that, you know, doing this interview thing, because I can't think of anyone that ever did an interview for Sparkle, that like specifically for Sparkle. I can't think of anyone.
No, man, you know how bad I felt that I kept we kept dropping the ball on part 2. Like I was just, and it wasn't even anyone's
you didn't really
fault.
drop the ball. You didn't bring anyone in until like an hour later. Like you guys got into some stuff, so.
I just really wish
part one dropped the ball a bit. That one got derailed like to the nines, but part 2 I think was okay. We're going to review part 2, by the way.
I just wish I was able to do more for him than I actually did, thinking that I had more time. You know, he never told me what was going on. You know, I would tell
And
him,
here, look who we also have. We have Fro, the other half of the
yeah,
interview that you guys did. Fro, welcome. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awful. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, well, it is definitely a rough day for everyone for sure, but you know,
Yeah.
it's I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. The midday and audience, this is K Dog. These are the two that did the interview show. So these are the ones that we're actually going to review their video, and both of these guys really, really loved Sparkle for sure. Fro, did you want to say anything?
I don't even know where
Your
to
mic's a
start.
little low, by the way. Is it low for everyone or is it
Uh,
just
no, it's probably me.
okay? There you go. That's better.
I said I don't really know where to even start. I I miss him so tremendously, and I think about him every day lately. Of course, I've uh, I've cried. I've I've prayed. I um I have screamed out to God, and yeah, he was one of my best friends in this community.
honestly, I'll just
And
go ahead and say it, bro. You and Sparkle were my best friends around here,
yeah, and
and now
I just
everything has
miss him.
changed.
Yeah,
There won't be a part three. Now, this is the part three.
yeah, and this is the part I really didn't want to do.
So I will add this stream link to the description for the video. So if you guys want to click on it, you can and go see the original. There's also a part one. Sparkle's channel on YouTube was Sophia of Athens. I will also post the link to that. You can see some of the things he last put up, some of the last videos he put up, some of the last streams he did, which was a little while ago. But if you want to be able to go and listen to him and hear him, you'll be able to do so. So I will leave the links to both of those in the video description on the Cone Club Cult channel video. So you guys can click on that. And if you don't know Sparkle, we'll go listen to some of it. You're better off with your perspective of humanity, knowing that someone like that existed. So
I mean, he was a better Christian than some Christians, and that was why
100%,
yeah, that's why
100%. Yeah.
that's why we always called him the Christian atheist.
Yeah.
Like he would
And
just DM me Christian stuff all the time,
yeah,
all
me
the
too.
time, and no other Christian did that for me.
I
I exclude you from that category, Fro, but
yeah.
no one else in the community would just DM me like Christian stuff. Especially after I vented to him about some real life stuff. And he would just send me Christian motivational stuff as an atheist.
And the thing is, like, he was always so incredibly supportive. One of the things I'm maybe most will miss him for is his laughter, his incredibly intelligent mind, and his extremely big and warm heart for everybody. He loved everybody. I think that's one of the reasons why I got so incredibly angry at Tucker
Well,
of his post.
we
let's
clearly
let's
saw
not
how angry I was.
let's not bring that up right now.
No,
It's just
but you did like someone I love and protect in my heart died, and people making light of that, Smokey, is just fucking disgraceful.
I know. And there's there's what goes around comes around, certainly for a lot of these people anyway. But
I really
you
hope
know,
so.
A good
go
way
ahead.
I've
Go
looked
ahead,
at it,
Max.
a good way I've looked at it is all these people are talking about Sparkle. That just goes to show how important he actually was
That's true.
in,
That's also
Yeah.
true.
in
That's
everyone's
also
life.
true.
Like you loved him or hate him, but you knew who he was.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that hated him
Well,
until
if you
that
hated
moment.
Sparkle, there's something wrong with you mentally. I'm sorry. You
And,
are sick.
and where
If anyone could bring themselves to have hatred for Sparkle, there's something legitimately antisocially, psychologically wrong with you. I mean, I don't understand how anyone could have a negative feeling towards Sparkle ever, honestly. I've only seen an incredible outflowing of like genuineness from him, and there was never anything that would like, if there was ever any friction I knew he had with anyone, he was always quick to want to resolve it and
pod
would give of
team,
himself and really sacrifice to just try and make a connection and bridge gaps with any relationship. So you had to be a real kind of weirdo or sociopath to not be able to reconcile with someone like Sparkle. You know, he really was just that kind of a giving, nurturing soul that he just wanted good connections with people. That's really what he always yearned and sought after.
He's
that's why
one
that
of the
event.
most. I couldn't agree more with Ryan here. He's one of the most genuine people I have ever met through YouTube in my entire life. And not
Facts.
only
Yeah,
did I lose
facts.
one of my dearest friends, but I also lost someone I came to when I had troubles. He always listened to me, even when he was in the hospital fighting for his fucking life. He always was asking how I was. He genuinely was a life-changing connection I will never ever get back, and I just miss him.
Well, we're going to go ahead and play this interview. You're going to get to hear Midnight a little bit, having a fun time with one of the things he just loved to do, which was streaming. And I don't know anyone in YouTube in history that ever did a midnight interview, let alone two. But you know, East Max and Fro love Sparkle, and they just had a good time. Really, honestly, is what happened, and that's really what it was about with Sparkle. Sparkle was here to learn, to understand people, to connect with people, to have a fun time. And this stream was one of the only streams where I saw where, you know, really they came along and they made it about him, you know, and they wanted, and this is basically exactly what Sparkle wanted. What Sparkle got in both of them is basically what Sparkle wanted. Sparkle loved things to just flow and to have the interactions and to have stuff take off and to just be a part of it and just be invited. And, you know, this was what Sparkle would go out and do. And he just enjoyed being there, you know. And I mean, he'd come in, and I know he'd come in, he'd say maybe 2 words sometimes, you know, but he just liked being there in the room, and I'd always let him stay, you know. And if he had something important to say, you know, he would say it, you know. But he just liked this type of stuff. This was just his jam. This is just something he enjoyed, having this type of connection with people and being able to have these types of social interactions and getting to know them in deep and you know, real ways. And it's just something he loved to do. So we're going to play this, and then what we'll do after this, we'll see if anyone on the panel wants to say anything to it or give any final words, and then I'll post the link at the end of this video. If anyone in the community wants to come up and say a couple words. I know we have certainly a lot of people here that knew him and loved him. So whoever you are, if you guys want to come at the end of this and say a few words, you'll be welcome to do so. We'll kind of have it for a bit of an open mic there at that point. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and play this. This is Midnight Sparkle's second interview.
Met you under those violet skies. What questions dance behind your eyes? 5'8" frame, but a galaxy wide. You let me walk a little by your side. Every thought you shared, that's something new. Every doubt your voice felt honest, true. You chased the world with a fearless grin, and somehow you let me in. You don't pray to the stars above, but you still teach me how to love. I'm Sparkle's friend and proud to be. You shine so bright, it reflects on me. Purple dreams, you turn into plans. You show me magic with open hands. You doubt, you learn, you fall, you rise. Light pours out of your curious mind. I'm Sparkle's friend, oh can't you see? The world feels better when you're next to me. You say you hate the sound of your own voice, but somehow it makes the dark rejoice. You read slow, but your heart reads deep, finding truths most people never keep. You mix science with poetry's fire, logic tangled with a wild desire. The way you see the world so clear makes me grateful just to be here. You don't bow, you don't pretend, but you glow in ways you don't defend. I'm Sparkle's friend and proud to be. You shine so bright, it reflects on me. Purple dreams, you turn into plans. You show me magic with open hands. You doubt, you learn, you fall, you rise. Light pours out of your curious mind. I'm Sparkle's friend, oh can't you see? The world feels better when you're next to me. And every thunder thought you chase leaves constellations in its place. You don't need faith to feel the flame. Your wonder burns just the same. If the world tries dimming what you found, I'll lift you up. I'll stand my ground. I'm Sparkle's friend and proud to be. You shine so bright, it reflects on me. Purple dreams and city skies. You lift the world with open eyes. You doubt, you learn, you fall, you rise. Your why becomes your wings to fly. I'm Sparkle's friend, your light won't end, and I'll be here time and again. Curious soul with a fearless stride. Some stars shine brighter when you're by their side.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Light Between Us, episode 13. Pew, 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 pew. Can you believe that we have done 13 shows already? Time flies
I
when you have
know.
fun.
It does. I actually had to go look to see what number we're on before I went did the title. I was like, wait a minute. Are we on like 15 now? But I'm behind, so.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has happened, even in this past week.
Oh, yeah. No, this week has been... let's talk not about Sparkle for 2 seconds. We'll come back to Sparkle, but the whole Isaac thing has been very, very, very nice to see.
Oh, yeah. No, I talked a little bit about it earlier, and I always love when people reconcile and seek peace.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you have to take it for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, if you just react to everyone about everything everyone's going to say about you, you're going to be miserable. So Hopefully it lasts, time will tell. I'm optimistic, I'm hopeful for him. And I think most people, I would say at least me and you and maybe even Sparkle, never wanted to see him go completely insane.
No.
But I always wish the best for him. I've always prayed for him. Even when we were at odds with each other, I would still pray for him. So I don't know if those prayers got answered, but it looks like it's turning over a new leaf for Isaac. That's good.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting in the right direction. At least that's what I'm going to say.
I don't know. About
nothing is going to Nothing is going to be fixed overnight. So
no, definitely not. I mean, you kind of have to put in the repetitions of being a decent person, So as weeks go on, I think people will look at him a little bit differently. I know I have. Apparently, the pod they think that he's. I don't even know the word for it. I guess the pod just really doesn't like Isaac right now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and we at Fro and 2 Law Firm are very, very, very proud of our client.
It looks so good, man. It looks so good.
It looks.
You know what?
Fro and 2 Law Firm. Yeah.
Also, hi,
like
Michael.
If I didn't know any better, I would think that that's a real photo of you.
Right. What the fuck?
Yeah, Fro and 2 Law Firm. I mean,
That's
I have one client that I lost with Numi, and I have one client that I won with Isaac. I'm very happy.
Yeah, 50% success rate is good. I mean, you've only had 2 clients.
Yeah, I lost.
By the way, the first question of the stream goes to Veckel.
Yeah, I have a question for Sparkle. What's your thought of the anime Solo Leveling? I heard it was good.
I haven't really watched it, but I did hear it was good also. I'm going to assume there's a guy that does solo leveling and he gets into shenanigans.
I don't know what got you to think that.
Well, I mean, it's called solo leveling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
watch
is
him
your
be in a
favorite
group.
anime?
My favorite
Sailor
anime. Well, that's part of it. Yes, I grew up
My
on
Little
Sailor
Pony.
Moon. Dude, relax. Let me talk. This is my. Oh wait, it's your stream, but I'm the guest. Okay, like
You're
Jesus
right,
Christ.
you're right.
Okay, back. You see what you did? Back in 1995, back when anime first started to show in the U.S., the 2 shows that I really got into were Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. I used to watch that shit every goddamn Saturday. Get up at 6 and watch that. And it was just such a big part of my childhood, right? And then the Toonami that happened, like all those
Yep.
good shows on Toonami, like Outlaw Star, Bad Boy, Cowboy Bebop. Even though I never actually watched Cowboy Bebop, there were a lot of interesting animes I watched over the years. The Genesis Evangelion, that's a big one. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's
Are you a
something
big fan
you
of
watched.
Avatar?
Yes.
Good.
If you're talking about Avatar from Nickelodeon, not the Avatar from Steven
yeah.
Spielberg.
I did get confused for a split second there, but yeah, the anime is great.
It's
It's super Nickelodeon of all things.
Yeah.
Look. The original Avatar, The Last Airbender, was near perfect. Okay, everyone can agree on that. Korra.
I loved Korra.
Honestly, the only good season I think was number 3, right?
I liked
With
Korra.
Zahir.
I saw Korra before I saw Avatar. Funny enough.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So I have a better relationship with Korra than I have with Avatar. I think Avatar is less better than Korra, but I think that's because I saw
Because
Korra
you
first.
watch exactly. You watched it first, my guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Korra actually.
Oh,
I don't know. It's a
good
mixed bag.
show. I love that show.
Well,
That's
you're
anime.
what
biased.
Danny Phantom.
Oh yeah, Danny Phantom definitely. Like I'm
Best.
in love with Danny Phantom, especially Dark
Well, and
Danny.
King of the Hill. King of the Hill is a good anime too.
Well, it's more of a cartoon.
Hey, it's animated.
Anime.
Is it not
Well, yeah.
animated?
Yeah, so I guess you could consider it an anime.
Yeah.
No, but I'm right there with you though, because I remember watching Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z all the
Cowboy
time.
Bebop was about the best anime series ever made. They didn't need to stretch it into 84 seasons. I could not agree more, Smokey. Cowboy
Yeah, that really
Bebop
is
really good.
That's really a downfall for a
Since when
lot.
did
Like,
when did they stretch Cowboy Bebop into like 84 seasons? I'm sure he's exaggerating, but definitely the live
No,
action remake-
what he meant is like other animes goes for 84 seasons. What he's saying that Cowboy Bebop kept it simple.
Yeah, fair enough. You know,
Yeah.
One Piece is 84 seasons, probably more by now.
Sorry?
Like, God, One Piece. You know, like
One
Pirates.
Piece.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
Naruto
going
has
to
21, 26
Yeah,
in total.
Naruto.
Naruto has many episodes, especially they also
And
have
then also
spin-offs.
you can shove it up your ass, to be completely honest.
What?
Naruto.
Oh, I don't know. I never got into Naruto. I just know
Yeah,
it was one of the big
I don't like it.
Okay.
I got up to,
Well-
I don't know, maybe episode like 300 and I tapped out. But I liked it up until that point.
Didn't even watch it. Like I've seen videos of it. Like I do really like Naruto's journey. He goes from a failure to like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Oh, that might have
What are
been
you
me
doing?
blowing on the keyboard.
Yeah,
He's
it was.
blowing
Thought
on
I was
the
on mute.
keyboard.
Yeah, it got dust on it.
But no,
Um, Go ahead.
oh no, like there were a few things I like about Naruto, like Rock Lee. And Rock Lee was definitely something
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, I think what he went through was just like inspiring because he's like, you know what I mean. He didn't really know how to do anything. He couldn't do. I forget the three schools of
I just think and I watched a video, and I'm going to pull up Brandon Irish. I watched a documentary on Rock Lee. I'm pretty sure he's just autistic.
Okay.
I mean, that's the point. Like,
yeah.
he couldn't figure out any of the other schools or whatever, and he was just autistic. That's what it was.
Now
So-
I'm going to ask Mr. Anime himself here.
Ooh, the rookie.
Yeah, I love the rookie, by the way.
Yes.
Ava. So, what do you think about this? This
That didn't work.
series?
I don't know why I did that.
Oh, you mean the live action series?
Yeah, I liked
I
it.
want to get around to watching that one of these days because I think I would like it too.
I really liked it.
It's better. It's better than the last live action Avatar movie they tried to do.
Well,
Oh
my
man, the
shit,
Dragon
my
Ball live
shit in
action
the
was
toilet is better than that.
Let's watch some Coco Melon, you guys.
So, what did you think about this, though?
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, no, but they really shouldn't have remade it. At least live action.
Yeah, that's one of
Like-
the ones I think they could have gone without. But maybe it's good. I need to check it out.
I like it.
No, it really isn't good. But if you get value out of it, then
10
there's
episodes,
that.
that's not bad. I could binge
Yeah.
that.
Cowboy Bebop have 26, by the way.
Genjutsu, Taijutsu, and Ninjutsu. I'm ashamed I know this.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I do remember Ninjutsu and Genjutsu. I always forget the other one though.
Invader Sim. So, such a good show.
Oh, I
Yep,
love.
I love
Gur.
Invader Zim, definitely.
I love Gur with the hard R.
Yeah.
Too much.
I was going to go into series, and then I was going to go into anime. Okay, let's go through some Castlevania. Love Castlevania.
I still have to finish Beastars. I watched season 1. Then I get a chance to watch season 2. Okay.
Yeah, Death Note.
I've seen Death Note. Yes, I love it.
I've seen Death Note at least twice.
The Castlevania series
Ooh,
was
Neo
really good
Genesis
too.
Evangelion. There it is. We were just
Yeah.
talking about that.
Yeah,
They
that's,
have a
that's
lot. They actually have some cool things on Netflix when it comes.
I'm
to
sure
anime.
I'm sure they paid a bunch of money for that too, especially with Crunchyroll being
Oh,
a
yeah.
thing still. I really liked Ghost in the Shell too. That was
Go and
really
watch
good.
Pokemon.
You know, that's pretty much how I became like how I got into Pokemon. Is I had the cards and watched the show. I never actually played many of the games ever.
Yeah.
The
But yeah, look,
Castlevania. is really good.
Castlevania. But I will recommend this, and it is probably one of my favorite animes of all time.
Blood Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
Okay,
Really
I
love
can't
that.
read Norwegian, so you're gonna have to read it for us.
Yeah, Blood of Zeus. Really good series.
No, I meant like the synopsis.
Oh, the synopsis. En vanlig borger fra antikken Hellas Oops, there we go. I pressed the wrong button. Oppdager at han en av Zeus' sønner, og at skjebnen hans har bestemt at han skal redde verden fra en hær av demoner. There you go.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah, can you translate to King James version?
Oh, thou that reads this. No, it says normal citizen from the antique Greece discovers that he is one of Zeus' sons, and that destiny has predestined. Vekkel will like this stuff. Predestined that he will save the world from an army of demons.
Escaflowne. Yeah. You know what? I never did get into Escaflowne. Ronan Kitchen.
A lot of souls. Really good. Ultraman,
good.
really good, by the way.
Ultraman, never seen that either.
Interesting.
I'm so behind on like quote unquote newer animes, even though that one probably isn't even that new.
It's not that. Yeah.
You know what show my son is really into now? All of a sudden, Young Sheldon. He really loves Young Sheldon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that took me by surprise. He was like, "Dad, I've been really watching this show," and I was like, "What show are you talking about?" And he was like, "I've been really into Young Sheldon." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's a weird show.
And he got Student of the Month. Man, he's a little genius himself. He's smarter than me.
Yeah. Gundam. Oh, such a good show.
Dude, Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing. Nothing else exists outside of that.
That lives rent free in my head, actually.
Yeah.
I used to know some people that would build the figurines too, but I never really got into it. I would with someone else. Like if someone else really wanted to build one, I would get one and we build it together. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know, just sitting around and I don't really feel like doing that.
Hey, Smokey, I'm older than you, so shut up. But yeah, what got you into anime?
If you're asking me, I was always into animation, like when I was younger. Back when I lived in Italy, there were a few anime series I used to watch. Because Italy also got anime. But strange, some animes that America got, the Italy didn't get, and vice versa. There was this one series I remember watching in Italy about this girl with pink hair. She had a dog, a cat, and a monkey. She was a princess from Earth, and she had to like help people with their problems and their dreams. It was a very good anime. I remember.
Isn't that Princess Mokane or whatever her name is?
Possibly. I don't know. I've been trying to find. I keep forgetting the name. You keep forgetting the name of the anime, even though I keep finding it. I watched a documentary once about them talking about the anime and how cursed it was because every time they played the season finale, an earthquake happened in Japan. Like, what the fuck is the anime cursed? What the fuck?
You know, you talking about that. I know it's not the same anime, but have you guys ever seen Bee and Puppy Cat?
No.
Sounds adorable.
It is. It's about a girl and like her dog. But it's like a cat too. I don't know how to explain. It's not like cat dog, but
so when I grew up, we didn't have a lot of TV channels, but my mom and dad had Sky for some reason, And on Skies, when I woke up when I was a kid, they showed the old Transformers cartoons. So that is what it got me into anime. And can we block Smokey here, please? Because he says Studio Ghibli is overrated garbage. I will fight you on that.
Well, wait, hold on. I want to say something really quick. Like the message, I fully believe that Neon Genesis writer was demonically inspired. If you go to YouTube, that's God. You can't see it unless you go to live chat. Top chat blocks it. Why? It's so innocuous. What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
But,
I don't even have the
disagree with
stream
you.
up.
Yeah,
That's one thing I don't like about Restream is when I try to pull the comments up, it kind of gets muddied up. I need I wish it had a darker background. Maybe I need to play with that some more.
But Smokey, I will fight you on Studio Ghibli being overrated. That is, I think you're demon possessed.
Yeah, you know what? Smokey's kind of been on a little like a tam rate. He's been on a warpath saying that everything is demonically inspired.
Oh, there we go. Look, I do have a darker background for it now. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. That looks much better.
But Studio Ghibli being overrated, that is harsh words.
I will say that I don't find like I like the movies and stuff like that. I just I wouldn't go as far as to say it's overrated. I'm just not as big of a fan as a lot of other people are. Like people go wild over it, and I'm just like, yeah,
wow.
Studio Ghibli, shiny turd.
Who am I sitting here with?
Ban, you're fucking banned. Okay, put him in timeout for 5 minutes.
Actually, you know what? That reminds me. I probably do need to wrench him up too.
Yeah, do that. Wrench him up.
Because I know the other account was wrenched.
Wrench the Cone Club.
Yeah, before Vecco comes in here and bans him.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on the King James being gay controversy, Sparkle?
Okay, you know what? I'm all for it. Okay, I'm all for him being gay, being his best self. Of course, back then you couldn't be your best self. Otherwise, you get killed. Even if he was the king. Jesus. Like,
yeah,
look,
no, I agree.
Yeah, at best, the man was bisexual. Okay, like there are letters that literally describe how he felt about certain people. Like, how in the fuck do you ignore that evidence?
That
wait,
true.
Hang on.
Because we all know a certain someone that ignores all the evidence all the time.
Yeah.
Who would be whose lawyer, Fro? Would you be Brandon's lawyer, or would Brandon be your lawyer?
I would rather kill myself than any of those two options.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
The boys. Well,
he definitely.
Okay, but the TV show didn't exist back then.
I love The Boys, by the way.
That's good. That was a good joke, Sparkle. I just got that one.
The Boys is an amazing TV show. I love The Boys.
Yes, I cannot wait till season 5.
Hey, clip this out. I watch The Boys all the time. Clip that.
Hey Max, you do know you're okay. Well, I guess you're not anymore.
Yeah, I'm just goofing around.
Yeah, well, this is serious. Just kidding.
I've shown everyone that I really exist. I'm a real person.
Where is my camera?
I'm not just Max GPT over here.
Where the fuck is my camera?
I was gonna show you guys some more cats, but they ran away.
Video input.
I see
camera. Doesn't it work? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Smokey and I have an understanding that I'm not allowed on camera because he wants to see me as the guy from Powder. So
you also have this one?
So I need to get on camera. King James used.
See, guys, I got Bitcoins. I'm a Bitcoin holder now.
Yep.
And I have this weird anime of
oh, it's got like it reminds me of like a on Siri. If you go to create an emoji, it'll think about it.
look at it when I take a whiff of it. It's even more stupid than. I'm just going to wait for it to go away. Go away. Oh, the animation didn't show. Okay.
I'm dragging.
Let's fix that.
But yeah,
Look at
so
this guy.
weird. Yep,
Look at
this
that.
guy up there, down there.
See, he really is a bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't deny it.
True.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I guess I should show everyone what I showed you guys earlier. I'm gonna get infused with the demons here, actually.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you guys. Actually, I think it mirrors it for some reason, but you know, you can still see it.
Yeah. See,
King James,
everybody.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like.
It's actually.
I think you can. I think you can mirror it back if you go to the settings.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about it right now, but yeah, it's my first actual physical KJV. Believe it or not, I've had the NIV, the ESV. Now I finally got a KJV. So
Wait for Smokey to say that you're demon possessed now.
well, you know what? I gotta read them all. It's like Pokemon. Gotta collect them all.
I gotta catch them all. Oh yeah.
Yeah, catch them all. That's right. I can't even get that right, man. Oh, Ryan says, "Good morning, resident Swede." That's
not
the Sparkle,
Swede.
of course. Yeah, we know you're.
I'm a Norwegian. I have the most gold in the Olympics. So
that is true. I'm actually very happy for you guys on that front. We just beat Canada in hockey.
Hockey, yeah, that was a fun match.
Hockey probably is my second or third favorite sport.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Oh wait, we beat Canada.
Yeah, they're pretty good at hockey, I must say. Came down to the wire, I think, but
yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
watch it.
Such a fun game. Yeah, I had a blast.
For Norwegian, I'm talking to Peace Frog. Okay.
Yeah, hello, Peace Frog, or tjenare.
It's Peace Cat. No, what did I call him last time? It was in Dave's side chat. I called him like Cat Frog instead of Cat Dog because he's a little kitty cat. I've seen all his cats that he posts in Discord, so I wanted to show off my kitty cat.
So since it's your episode, Sparkle, and it's the second one, I'm going to do something we have never done with any of the guests.
Ryan in the Discord said, "Excuse me, is there an issue when we're talking about gingers?"
Yeah.
But yeah, since it's your second episode, I'm going to do something we have never done. Is there anything you want to talk about?
There's a lot of topics that have been going around in the communities.
Well, that's true. Isaac seems to be a pretty popular one these days.
Yeah, but he's actually, as the lawyer of Isaac, I will say that I think he has done tremendously good lately.
Yeah, I guess for me the change was too sudden, because one day he was the screaming guy, and then literally the next day he's like, "Oh yeah, Smokey is right. I'm sorry for everything." I'm like,
it was jarring. It
People
was
don't
jarring.
change.
I remember hearing it too, and I was just like, "Wait a minute, is this going to be like a pod dude situation? Is he going to be back to his normal, usual tomorrow?"
Yeah.
But he seems pretty committed to running that new channel and starting over and starting fresh. I don't think he when he decided to do all that was thinking in his head, "Oh, I'm going to listen to Eastmax's advice." But I remember telling him, he just needs to take a step back to the drawing board and kind of refigure all this stuff out and kind of come with a new approach. And I'm glad to see it happen.
I'm extremely proud of Isaac. I will say that. I think he has he has gotten his basement dweller moment, as we talked about before we started screening. I just think that he has he has gotten it better.
I will definitely say once he goes back to work, I think that's going to be one of the biggest help, because one thing I know about being a man and being at home all the time is you will go insane. I mean, I guess the same is true for women, but you know, men need a purpose. Men need something to do. And you know, if it's not work, then it's going to be the internet, and we all know how insane the internet can be. So I think that once he's able to do that, which I'm sure he will at some point, get back to work, I think that'll be a major improvement for his mental health, honestly.
I agree.
And I don't even say that in a negative way, because, you know, people lose jobs and, you know, people fall on hard times and stuff like that. Who am I to judge? But I definitely think that's going to be a big help.
I could not agree more.
What about James?
What is your opinion about Brandon then, Sparkle, since we're talking about people that are not here?
God. One thing, this is going to sound shallow as fuck, but I don't give a shit. I despise his laugh. Like the little giggle, like it drives me fucking nuts. I swear to God. Am I the only one? Yeah, like that. Like, like what the fuck? And the fact that he seems to ignore. Hang on. The fact that he seems to ignore actual evidence. It's like, oh no, that's not true. And then he's like, oh, by the way, did you guys know that Smithsonian destroyed bones of giants? It's true. Here's the evidence, a YouTube video.
Yeah, you know, and I take the position that, like, if you're gonna use like a documentary or YouTube video as like your foundation for your evidence, I would hope that you did your own research on top of that. Like, did you check to see if these people are reliable? Because again, I'm going to say it, you know, look at the History Channel and look at Ancient Aliens. You could consider that documentary style stuff, but doesn't mean it's true. Absolutely not. Do they have points?
What do you mean?
Sure, but
what?
You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. I guess there's some new information coming out about the aliens, so maybe they were right all along. But I see Brandon being on that type of show. Like, he'd be the big curly hair crazy guy, even though I love that guy.
Yes, I love that guy. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's just what Brandon reminds me of. Like, hey, I got this documentary. We should all spend 2 hours watching it together. But Brandon, did you do any research on the people who did the research, or are you just taking them at face value? Which is weird to me, because he also will sit there and say stuff like, "Oh, well, scholars, boo scholars," and but you have to use scholarship to produce these documentaries. Like, you have to go do some research. I mean, granted, you can make everything up if you really want to, but his level of evidence is so bizarre to me.
I know, right?
But you know, it is what it is at the end of the day.
And I really love, like, during the whole King James was gay debacle, he's like saying, well, you know, it's convenient that those letters were found by the LGBT.
Oh yeah,
weren't they? Like, almost as if to say they were forgeries.
Look, man, it's a fair argument to say that it's just slander, you know, against the king. Like, they wanted to tarnish his name and they wanted to slander him. You could run with that. You could go with that argument. Like, that's a very reasonable argument.
But but what does the evidence say about it? Like, are those letters written in the king's own handwriting or someone else's handwriting? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we'll never fully understand the scope of the situation. I lean more towards the possibility that he absolutely was a little fruity, if you will. But I'll never really know. Plus, it doesn't even really change anything, in my opinion. I'm just so surprised at how much the King James onlyists are so insecure.
Yeah.
Like, they really feel like they have to go to war for the king and the KJV, and I'm just like, it could stand on its own. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need these dummies to run around.
Is it a little bit funny when you said the situation? I thought about this guy.
Oh, Mike, the situation. Actually, I heard Snooki got cancer now.
Oh yeah,
I seen that on the headline the other day.
Yeah,
I mean, she's rich enough to afford the cure.
Maybe she's broken out, because I can't imagine these people are financially responsible individuals.
Well, yeah, of course.
Look at Brandon; he lost all his money.
Yeah. Also,
and he's smart.
Also,
oh yeah, so smart.
Oh, Dashin's here. Hey, Dashin. I haven't seen you in a
Hi,
minute.
Dashin.
I love
Hello.
Dashin's little edits. If you go on Dashin's YouTube channel, he posts like these little edits and stuff, photoshops. They're great.
Also, Brandon Irish has a dangerously bad understanding on how to cite primary sources.
Yeah, cite your sources. Hold on, let me find this documentary. You imagine putting in a research paper and like, hey teacher, watch this documentary before you grade my paper. Oh man. Look, I love to argue things that I don't even necessarily agree with. I love debate. I love talking. I love conversing with people, even on topics I don't fully understand. But I could never take the Brendan Irish route and be like, well, check this one documentary out. Check this an hour-long YouTube video and get copyright striked.
Well, I mean, if you're watching the video in private, you can't really get copyright strikes.
Yeah, and plus, if you do a commentary style thing on anything on YouTube or anything that's copyright, you have to start and stop it a lot. Like that's the trick. You can't just play the whole video and expect your channel to be up the next day. Like
I mean, to be fair, Smokey and Dave have played entire streams before. Nothing happened there.
oh, that's true. It really all depends on where it comes from too, as well. But hey, I have another question about somebody who's not here. What about this James Frazier guy, Sparkle? I heard you guys.
Oh
go
my
at it the other
gosh.
day.
Oh my god, fucking kill me. That guy was definitely retarded. Like, okay, look. He had some points, some points saying that that you really should like look on the bright side of things. Be grateful for what you have, and that the pharmaceutical company, just sells you a cure that doesn't really work. The medicines that are just, I agree with him with that. I just don't agree with him that what did he say, that everyone's demon possessed or something, or
Oh yeah, he said that everyone with any part of like sadness and depression was demon possessed.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely took it way too far with that stuff. Like you said, I agree that he had some points to make, but man, every time I see him get on a panel, I've seen him in Isaac's panel one time, just screaming and hollering, and then on Smokey's panel, he was screaming
He's
and
my
hollering.
new little scream.
Also, the part I didn't really like was him going after Nikki and Shepard.
Oh yeah, that bothered me.
Oh
too,
yeah,
'cause they're great.
Yeah,
and it's like, man, you don't even really know them like that. It's not like he's in the Discord or, it's not like he's talking to them in the side chat all the time and really has a good understanding of who they are or what they do. They're great people.
It's funny. I in that chat, I asked him, "Do you have a job?" He ignored me. He was going after Nikki for not having a job. Nikki and Shepard.
Yeah, he went after Garu Lady one time because she said that she was watching the stream while she's at work doing something else, and he was like, "Oh, you're stealing company time. You're evil and wicked and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "What's going on?" Like everyone does that,
Yeah,
you throw it on in the background, and then you when you get a moment, you type a response in a side chat. Like everyone does it.
He's definitely special, and not the good kind.
I do like his energy, though. He definitely brings it up. I will say that. It's never a dull moment when he's on a panel, but not always for the good reasons.
Okay, since we're talking about people that aren't here, what do you think about the pod team, Sparkle?
Oh, I love those guys. I'm gonna join them now.
Are you Sparkle, Max? Are you Sparkle?
I mean, I am
If
shining.
you want.
I'm
Oh,
shining.
you can be.
Oh, go ahead. I got a lot of sillies to get out.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Like I've known them for like a couple of years, and they've definitely done some things that are just questionable. Praise has always been a flip flopper as long as I've known him. The dude. What can be said about the dude? Honestly, he's an asshole. But then again, who isn't an asshole? But I guess when it comes to the dude, he's an asshole in his own way. Like it just really bothers me how they took him back like so fucking easily. Like, oh hey, honey, come on, please, I'll change. I'm sorry, I didn't I didn't put a question mark. I'm sorry.
The dude.
Uh,
What's to say about the dude that hasn't already been said?
Yep.
Really? He's like the
Okay.
cancer that just keeps on growing on the side of your head, and you're just like, oh, I thought. I
But
got
what
rid
about
of
this
thing.
peace frog person, Sparkle? Aren't they amazing? I like me some peace frog.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
I remember Dave was going at it one day because he didn't really know who Peace Frog was, and Peace Frog was kind of being a little contrarian. And I remember Dave was going hard at him one day. And he was like, well, why don't you get in here, Peace Frog? Why don't you step up to the mic? And I'm like, Peace Frog, you going to take that? And yeah, he took it. He took it all right.
Yeah.
Funny story about Peace Frog. I remember I was on a Shanny for Christ live stream and I saw Peace Frog in the side chat, actually. And I said, yo, what's up, Peace Frog? You're around? Like, that was cool. And Dashin's a mod for Shanny for Christ, too. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
By the way,
Little-
speaking of, I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently, Rev and Shanny finally broke up, like for
Yeah.
real this time, for realsies.
Yeah.
As far as I knew, that's what the last situation was. Then they both went to the mental institution, and I haven't heard anything since.
You know what? That's probably for the best for them. They really needed to get offline years ago.
I really was engrossed in the drama when they were going back and forth until they both went to the mental ward. And then I'm like, okay, well, I feel kind of dirty now. So I haven't checked back in on the situation. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine because it reminds me of how sane of a person I actually am. But also, in a way, I kind of feel bad because I've been in a relationship like that, not to that degree or that level, but codependent relationship where both people are just draining each other of life, really. So it's sad to see, but they put it online for everyone to see. So
Yeah. Ryan is asking me a question, even though it's Sparkle's day today, but I will answer that. Fro, are you friends with the J-Pod team? Fuck no.
wait, what's the J pod? I know the pod team, but what's J stand for?
What is his name?
The J pod?
No. What is
JP?
his name? No, Jay. He's always there. J Smack.
Oh, Jack Smack?
Yeah,
Jack
Jack
Smack.
Smack.
Oh, yeah. Jack off 77, Jack crack 77. Yeah. No, he's the lamest guy on there, honestly. Like, anytime I hear him speak, I'm just like, oh, come on, man.
Yep.
Like, Praise is cooler, the dude is cooler, even Olive is cooler.
So, Sparkle, since he's not here and he's definitely not listening, what do you think about this guy called Smokey Sane?
Yeah, I'm glad he's not here to hear this part.
Yeah, because
Smokey said it's the biggest piece of shit in the entire world, and you should. Okay, I can't say this next part, but he's an asshole.
What are the odds?
Get off
he's
the internet,
demonically-
Smokey.
Do we think he's demonically possessed, you guys?
Oh yes, he's definitely
yeah,
demonically
definitely.
possessed. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yep. In fact, he's so demonically possessed, he projects it onto others. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, projection, Smokey.
Yeah.
Projection.
The tables have turned
Yeah.
now.
Hi, Frank.
Yeah, I think Frank is a pretty cool guy. I've had nothing but good.
I like
interactions
Frank.
with him.
Frank
He's the-
Frank is a little bit of an asshole sometimes, but I like him.
Who isn't?
I think the only free gracers, there's two that I kind of like. It's Layman and I like free grace Frank. Those are the only two that I can count that I like.
I like Frank in that sense, but I have to say I like Smokey better.
His
Definitely.
streams are really chilled and relaxed too. I like listening to free
Yeah.
grace Frank streams, and I always learn.
Hello, Guru Lady.
Yeah, let's talk about Goro Lady since she's not here either. What
So
do you
hold
think?
on, before we get to it, let's do this. Is it Garu Lady or Guru Lady?
I think it's
I would-
Garu Lady.
I say Garu.
I say Garu Lady.
I say
it-
whatever comes to mind. I don't know.
Hey,
Hey,
you know
Garu
what?
Lady, you can solve this once and for all.
She's doing dishes. That's not
Yeah.
surprising to me.
So, what do you think about her, Sparkle?
She is the most loveliest woman I've ever met. Well,
She is
met online, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
She really is a very strong individual too, because a lot of
Yeah,
stuff that
she
she's
is.
going through, like she's
She's such a lovely.
I'll say this: she's stronger than me. For
I
sure.
love her. I love her to death.
Yeah, and I
She's
hate when
amazing.
people like James Frazier or like some other douchebags pick on her in the
Attacking
side
Goro
chat.
lady, yeah, no, fuck
Yeah.
that.
That's like the one person who
Yeah,
there's no
that isn't
reason-
allowed to attack. Nobody is allowed.
I
to
mean,
attack.
okay, there are two people in this community you should never go after. One is Low, and two is Guru Lady.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Low
let's talk
and
about
thing is,
Lowe's since
Low will
she's not
fight.
there. Yeah, I love Low. Love
Yep.
me so low. Love me so some low.
Love me some Low.
Yeah. To be honest, I think Smokey has loved her a little bit more than me, but that is just that is just a rumor I hear.
Yeah.
Do you think those
mean,
rumors are true? Do
We
you
need
think?
to see photographic proof of that.
Yeah, has he really touched her in the naughty places?
I mean, that's that's their business, okay, bro. That's
We're on the
their
internet.
business.
It's all of
Yeah.
our businesses now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love Nikki. Nikki is my number one woman.
yeah,
Yeah, we mentioned her a little earlier. She's great. But yeah, we all know Low is physically abusive to Smokey. Let's talk about that.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. Oh,
We're calling the police as we speak right now.
Uh-huh.
Because she always like, well, they call the police, and I'm like, that's the best response.
Well, I mean, Max. The sad part of it is that even if she is being abusive, they will definitely arrest
Yeah.
Smokey first.
Yeah, that's what Smokey said. He was like, yeah, this little tiny woman is beating up me, fully grown adult male. Yeah, that's believable.
Yeah. Like Smokey has the misfortune of being 6'5" and like 200 pounds of muscle or some shit.
Oh
Next
yeah,
time,
I
Smokey
feel
can
I feel so bad for Smokey when Low is attacking her.
Next time, Smokey's gonna come on camera with like a black eye, and he's like, I just fell down the stairs.
I just fell down the stairs. I swear. I promise.
Yeah.
Promise.
I walked into the wall. It's okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
You know what, Smokey, I would call it, but that's reporting a fake crime or whatever it's called.
Oh man, it's funny too because that's an old Dave line. Dave's always like, call the police, and here's my exact address. Call them, and they never.
Yeah,
do.
and oddly enough, nothing ever happens to him.
Nope. It's almost like he's not doing anything wrong other than exercising free speech.
What?
Go figure.
What?
Go figure.
Not Dave.
Love Dave. He reminds me of like an Alex Jones type like host. He gets real passionate, real animated.
Yeah,
You don't see enough of those kind of guys around anymore. Everyone's too scared or too shy or too sensitive,
Okay, filing
Yeah.
a false police report. Thank you, Dashton.
Well,
I never had
Oh,
lost.
man.
She is too little.
I was reading that too.
yeah. Are you saying that if you tried to hit her, Smokey, you couldn't because you wouldn't find her because she's too little?
I think that's the implication there.
Yeah.
Not
I
to
think
be
that is.
bad.
I think also that's the implications. She's so little that Smokey can't find her.
Dave does meander past merely free speech. I try to warn him about that.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I think. Well, I almost said at the end of the day, but yeah, I'm gonna say
Oh my
at
God.
the end of the day.
If you say that, I will come over there and hit you with a newspaper.
And
At
I
the
was
end of the day, do you get it yet?
I was talking to Isaac and I said it and I was like, look, I didn't get that from you because I say it a lot too sometimes, and I've noticed like I watch videos and a lot of other people say it too. So, but what I actually forgot what I was gonna say now.
Hey Max,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
get it yet? Do you get it yet? Do you
Do you get it? I don't understand the concept, you guys. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, you know, Dave's a full-grown adult man. Unless you
He
live
can't
with him, what are
swing
you
that
gonna do?
low.
He can't swing that.
Just get a sweet chariot.
Dude, I have seen a picture of him smoking it low, and holy shit, the height difference is so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like,
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Did you guys know Cornelius had a vision in Acts 10?
No.
What did he vision about?
I don't actually know because I haven't read it.
Oh well.
So anyway,
Are they? Did you see that's so Raven? I guess I don't know.
Oh wait, I'm covering it up. I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see
you
it.
are.
I can't get it in frame.
I've been watching too. I've been watching
Anyway,
too much.
That's
So
what
Raven
she
lately.
said.
You just have to trust me. Cornelius had a vision. I'm gonna find out what it is later.
Nice.
Well, look
Don't spoil it.
online.
Hey, Ryan, what vision did Cornelius have? Can you fill me in? I'm sure Ryan knows. Anyway, not to diverge too much. So that said, Sparkle, I know you've been doing your like coding boot camp. Didn't you graduate or something? You said?
Yeah,
Or you finished boot camp?
I graduated both of them last year. Like
Last
in
year?
December.
Oh yeah, because we're in the new year. Duh.
Yeah, so everybody, Sparkle is looking for a job. So if you have a job, contact Sparkle.
Ryan will do your resume.
He has actually.
But be careful. You might get doxxed. I'd let him do mine.
Oh.
It's just I don't need it. I'm kidding.
He
Ryan.
has
I don't have to
actually
do
been
that.
so nice to be do Sparkle's thing. So.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm hoping something. I'm hoping something pulls through, Fro.
I will tell you, man. It really is hard out there.
It's not on my fucking board, Sparkle.
I know. I was just joking. Sorry.
Have you made any progress on the apartment, Fro?
I
assume no.
I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to rent it out.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it.
Okay. Ryan said Cornelius' vision is the vision regarding clean and unclean foods. So I take it Cornelius does not like McDonald's.
He's
not.
No. He's loving it. See what
He's a Burger King guy. That's what it is.
That is such a bad joke, bro. Go to joke cow.
It's kind of funny. My sister always said that if she has a boy, she's going to name it Cornelius. But then she had kids and did not name them Cornelius. What about?
I mean, you're just begging.
Smoke says anything you don't want Low to have, you just put it on the second shelf.
Yeah, I
that
see
is
that.
so mean and so funny.
That's great.
Yeah.
Until she gets some stilts. Yeah, I always imagined her as a pretty tiny lady myself.
She's a tiny lady.
I'm 6'1", like 6'2" with some good shoes and boots on or whatever. But yeah, I always imagined she'd be really small.
And she is.
Oh, Wildheart's here. Hey, what's up, Wildheart?
Hey,
assuming that's a legitimate Wildheart, because you never know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll open it up here in a little bit.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
All I know is I wanted to ask Sparkle about his coding, maybe talk about some anime, the ongoings in the community, and I think we touched all those points. Oh, one question for Sparkle. I know since you are the Christian atheist, do you have a favorite book in the Bible? I've been asking everyone this. Like, is there one, even for entertainment value, is there a favorite one that you have that you know of?
I would say Revelation, due to
That's
how
a good
bad
one.
shit insane it is.
Yeah, that's a great one. I think that was one of the first ones that I really latched onto, even before I was a Christian too, because it's like a trip. What about you, Fro? Do you have a favorite one?
everything but Revelation.
It
Yeah,
is pretty tough to understand.
I hate Revelations. I have said that many times. Yeah, my favorite is probably Luke.
Luke's a good one. I gotta go back and reread it though. It's been a little while. I saw Dave was doing a Job study yesterday actually.
I love Job. Yeah.
Yeah, the job man, Steve Jobs. That's a good book. But yeah, man, in Job, you really get to see, the devil is trying to take Job, and God is like, okay, you can have him if you want him, but he ain't going, basically. And Job remained faithful, even though he lost everything, got boils on his skin, and was going through it. So if you ever think you had a bad day, Job is sitting there like,
had a bad day,
I think you're having a bad day.
What do you think, Sparkle? Should we let the people in?
Yes.
Okay, I'll copy and paste it. I don't know how to copy on Mac, so let's do this. Using a MacBook for the first time in my entire life right now.
Because he's not home. Ooh.
No, it was either this or use my phone, and I was not about to try to do a whole stream through my phone.
Okay, Smokey, that's a second favorite of mine. Sparkle's actual favorite is the Song of Solomon because of all the vivid imagery of bodily fluids. You got me, Smokey. You got me. You saw through it.
So the link is posted for anyone who wants to come in. I probably got another 30 minutes to an hour left in me, so we can have you all join in. Oh, Wildheart is actually here. Nice.
Yes, he is.
Hello.
Hi, Wildheart.
Hey, Wildheart, you suck. Just kidding. I love you. What's up?
Cheers, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man. I think this is the first time we had you over here, so it's nice to see you.
Yeah. Someone must have sent me a link.
Yeah. I know we. The only other time, and I'm Eastmax, by the way, not Eastman. I just play around with the name sometimes, so I'm Eastmax. But I remember we were on a panel one time, and I think you fell asleep though. But I do remember that.
Probably, yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, and we have never met each other, so.
Hi, Midnight. Good to see you, man.
I'll go ahead and stop it there. The stream does go, actually, it looks like for basically, I think, another 3 hours, and they do kind of muck around and chat about. Again, I'll leave the link to that stream down in the description of the Cone Club Cult channel. The video that's over there, I will add it to the description. I'll ask Will to do the same on his side, on his channel, so you guys can go and watch the full thing as well as part one, if you really wanted to. And again, I'll also be posting the link to Sparkle's YouTube channel where he was last doing some streaming on YouTube. It is Sophia of Athens. You can search it at Sophia of Athens and it'll pretty much come right up. And Sparkle had, of course, some content on there if you want to go back and want to hear his voice a bit more and some of the things that he talked about and stuff. So that will be available to you guys. The link to join is posted in side chat right now. I will say his sister had to take off midday, but she did leave this in the back chat for you guys. I want to read this. She says, I have to drop off now. Thank you guys for everything. And please send this to me and anything else you think I would like to have. Carl and Will know how to get in touch with me. It's been lovely talking to all of you, and my brother loved you guys very much. Thank you for loving my brother back. Please let everyone in the chat know I appreciate them as well. So she did leave that note for you guys. So if you want to go watch more of Sparkle, you'll now have the opportunity to go and do so. Link to join is posted. If anyone else wants to come in and say a few words, now is the time to do so. I'll let Eastmax, buddy, if you want to say anything to kind of your final words and thoughts on this. If no one else joins, we'll just go around the room, give our final words and wrap it up. We're about the 2 hour mark anyway. That's kind of what we were aiming for, but go ahead, Eastmax, anything you want to say, buddy?
Well, absolutely. Being able to get the words out is going to be the fun part.
Oh, 100%. His sister said something backstage that hit me in a kind of way I literally wouldn't be able to repeat to you because I wouldn't get through it. Truthfully,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, things are different for me without Sparkle. And I still haven't realized how different things are without him. Um, he never told me what was going on. I picked up things from people here and there. But I try not to get into people's personal lives. I figured if I would share some things about my life, you know, if he wanted to volunteer any information to me, you know, there was no hold bars with us. You know, he knew personal things about me that I haven't told anyone else. Um, and he restored my faith in this app we call YouTube, where everyone is fake, and to hear everyone recognize how genuine Sparkle was is it's so good to hear, actually, because um he deserved better than what he got. It, it's so frustrating for me to be me in the position that I was in with Sparkle because I didn't treat him with the respect that he deserved. I thought I was, you know, and I just wish that I could talk to him again. He reached out to me um, before this happened, and I responded, and that was it. I didn't try to reach out any further, and I just feel like I missed an opportunity to have a final conversation with him, and that's been weighing heavy on me, and I know he wouldn't want me to feel guilty for that, um, and I'm frustrated with myself. And the one person I would go to talk about it would be him, and I can't talk to him about it. I mean, I pray about it. I pray about it, but I can't talk to him about it. I can't talk to him about what I'm going through, and he was the guy.
You can't beat yourself up over it, dude. Listen, I'm gonna say some more shit to you right now. Like when he was the last couple weeks that he was in the hospital, he was on me heavy to go and see him, and I couldn't get out there because I had other important shit that I had to do. He knows what I was doing, and he was not mad at me for going. I did see him, but
Yeah.
it's that we didn't get to have the conversation that we talked about having. I have the text in my phone, you know, like
Hmm.
I understand where you're coming from, but honestly, he really would not want you to beat yourself up over it. And I keep
Yeah.
reminding myself that he would tell me, like, you know, do what I spoke to him on the phone, and he was like, well, do what you have to do and get here when you can. Even in even in a moment of his own need, he still puts the other people ahead of himself. I wanted to jump
Exactly.
in and say that to you because
Yeah.
yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, man, I appreciate it, and I'm sorry if my audio is kind of going in and out. I'm kind of in a closet on my phone right now. Um, he would always ask me, you know, how my kids are doing. Um, you know, really, it felt like the only person that cared, you know, beyond Fro. And I mean, I know other people do, and people don't want to pry, but he never had to pry. I knew this information could be trusted and would be safe with him, because in this space that we find ourselves in YouTube, that information isn't safe in all hands. But immediately, I knew that I could trust him, and I wish I would have. I wish I would have implored more. He always. I always took it as he's going to be fine. He's going to be able to handle anything. He's doing good. And that's exactly what I would have done too. And man, it's just heavy. It's just heavy, and I just been trying to suppress it, to be honest with you guys. And yeah, I don't know. He's just a special guy, and you don't really know what you got till it's gone. And just looking back at all the times where I could have done more for him, or could have been there more for him. But like you said, he always put everyone else first. I could lay my problems on him, and he would hold them for me. And I pray to Jesus all the time, and I just felt like this Sparkle was the answer to a lot of my prayers. And I don't mean to put it on him like that, because that's not his faith. But he was everything I was looking for in somebody in this sort of community. And he never really switched on anyone. He never really backstabs anyone. He's just there. You need him, he's there. You could cuss at him, and then, oh, you need him, he'll be right there. And I don't know, man. We lost someone real special. We really did, and I love that kid. And I don't mean to call him a kid like that. It's just he had a childlike spirit about him that really caught my interest. Like the
A lot of
way
people thought he was way younger than he was. I even did for a while. Thought he was in his 20s. I had no idea.
it's amazing to have that kind of spirit with everything I heard that he went through in his life today. I didn't even know half this stuff. And to hear him come on here and put all that aside and escape from that reality with us. Like I don't even know how special I feel because I got to be his friend. And I don't have lots of friends, you guys. And I'm not even trying to be anything about it. I just have a very hard time trusting people. But never once did I ever question Sparkle. Full trust immediately from day one. And in my life, that's rare. And I just wish I would have appreciated it more while I had the time.
I don't think just in your life it's rare. I think it's rare everywhere. Like Sparkle had that about him. Like that. Like he just didn't doubt how sincere he was. He just didn't doubt it. It just exuded from him somehow, some way. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I could have gave him my social security number.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd have been fine.
I agree, yeah.
That guy was just great. Phenomenal. Fantastic. Really restored my faith in humanity, honestly. Anytime I caught a wave of like, am I doing this whole Christian thing right? Like, the atheist was my biggest hype man. And I still can't even rationalize how special that makes me feel as an individual. Because if I would have been one of those other Christians who just ignored him because he's an unbeliever, I saw Christ shining in him. That's all I got to say.
Spot on, man. Thanks for sharing. Ben, thanks for popping in. England 7, Ben is here. Go ahead, man. You wanted to say a few words. Feel free. Can't hear you, Ben. If maybe your mic on your other side might be muted. Can you guys hear him? Because I can't hear him.
No.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe reset, Ben, because we're not having your mic come through. I see it on mute. Oh wait, here we go. Now it's getting some sound. I heard a rustling noise. Are you there, Ben? I bet he's got it connected to some Bluetooth. That's somewhere.
That's usually the case for me. And in honor of Sparkle, I just want to go ahead and
clear the air with everyone out there. Like I said earlier, I was lashing out. It didn't take Isaac to remind me that Sparkle wouldn't want this. I had a moment the other night where I was like, damn, I went back and listened to an old conversation that we had, and it really got under my skin the way I was acting towards everyone. Instead of just letting it go, right? I had to double and triple down. The same thing I warn others against, because I thought it would make me feel better to get it out on someone else. And that's not right. Sparkle would have told me that's not right. And I'm sorry, Sparkle. I love you. And I hope to see you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Max. I appreciate that. We'll see if Ben can figure out his mic and come back. He dropped out. But to Freak, you're here. Go ahead, bud. You want to say something?
Yeah, I got some stuff written down. Hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Now take your time.
First, I want to thank you for doing this. Very thoughtful. And I didn't really know him that well. Like, he might not even recognize my name or anything. Now, you might recognize my name, but just kind of took me by surprise, to hear. And there's some other grieving that I'm going through, so I'm going to be a little weak here. So anyway, I just wanted to say a couple things about him, that I noticed. He's been around the block and was all over the Panelverse or the as a panel walker, the lingo, whatever. And he always was welcome on any show, and everyone liked him. He wasn't a hostile person to get along with or anything, or it was no effort that you had to make to try to keep him around. He never got in the way, and it was just a friendly man. And I think he truly loved everybody. He had I think he just really liked everybody. So he could take a joke. It's my second thing I want to say. Whatever it was, how we all go back and forth, and it gets pretty nasty sometimes, but he could take a joke. And these days, despite of all his what we would call disadvantages or whatever, it was nothing. It was just water off a duck's back. He played along, and that is people are just too, I don't know what it is. It's the ego, the thin skin. I don't know, but he didn't have that. He just was able to, he was a man. He could handle it socially. It wasn't a problem, so I really admired that about him. He had the heart of the Lord. He was kind, and he loved everybody, and was nice. But he could argue, and he could hold his ground. And I know some Christians. I know some social justice warriors that claim to be all this and all that, and they're just mean people. And he was not that person. He was a genuine person, truly authentic. you know, what you heard is what you got. Like, it wasn't somebody else. Like, he was unique. And you know, these are all things I admired about him. You know, just over the years of listening, and he listened. He actually listened to what you had to say, and would either tell you if, you know, if it was flawed or if it was a good, you know, like, he didn't have a problem. You know, he didn't withhold good when it was due, right? Like the Bible says. He was open-minded. Maybe one of the most open-minded people around. You know, he would listen and consider and ponder, and you just don't see that anymore. And I just admired that about him. And I'm gonna miss him. And I'm sure we will see him again. And thank you.
Spot on, DeFreak. Thank you, man. Thanks for popping in and sharing, man. Good to see you. Thanks for saying those words. Really appreciate it. Ben, if you want to say anything, we got your mic fixed there, maybe.
Hopefully, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. There you go. Beautiful.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay. Feel free. Anything you want to say, take your time.
Well, first of all, Smokey, I think you've done a wonderful job doing this for Sparkle. Clearly he meant a lot to people. Obviously it was nice to hear his sister speak and his friend here speak earlier, so to give tributes. I didn't really speak often with Sparkle, a couple of times at Freckles, but this week I've been I don't know what the word is, meditating, watching videos of videos of Sparkle, just watching, and how respectful he was at channels. And I think this is one of the things most of us can probably learn from Sparkle. I think this is, you know, making me think as well, you know, maybe how when we go to these channels, you know, how respectful he was. Maybe some of us, myself even, you know, just how we can present ourselves to others. And a lot of people say he wasn't a believer. Thing is, I believe in a confession towards an end of a person. So if a person believes at one point, just, you know, I believe, like say for instance the thief on the cross, you know, just as he was on that cross, Jesus was in the middle dying for our sins. You know, he said, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus promised in paradise that day, and we don't know any man's heart. That's the conclusion I've come to. It's not for us to judge, although at the end of the day, you know, if Sparkle, God saw Sparkle's heart, and I totally believe that there's hope for people like Sparkle, and I'm sure he's been granted eternal rest. I'm sure of it. I know it. I just know it. Going through personal tragic loss in our own family at the moment, so it's happening all over, sadly. So to his family and everyone, just sending condolences from me and from us here, and God bless his family and friends that knew him very well, and everyone on YouTube who, I don't know what to say really, everyone on YouTube who really loved him. It's just wonderful. Thank you, Smokey. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Thanks for coming in and saying that. Appreciate it. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for being here to honor Sparkle as well. K-Dog, I guess if we don't have anyone else coming in, if there's any kind of final words you would like to say or contribute, I'll leave it up to you.
The only other thing I wanted to say was, like, I'm happily surprised with the amount of people that have like said something about him, you know, because oh man, this is tough. I mean, he was something, bro. I know that's not really a great description, but I mean, if he entered your life, you definitely did not forget about him quickly, bro. Everybody might not have liked him, but you definitely remembered him if you had a chance to meet him. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody that came out to this, because I know when somebody goes, most of us are scattered all over the place, or different states and different countries. If it was easy to just jump on a fucking plane or a bus or whatever it is to go to, you know, the funeral or whatever, I'm sure everybody would be there, but that's not the way that life works, dude. So at least yeah, it's nice that he still got a chance to get everybody to say their piece, you know, that not everybody gets that. And there was a lot more people here than he would have thought that there would have been, because we've had multiple conversations about this exactly. And he said, you know, when I go, then nobody's gonna be nobody's gonna care, nobody's gonna give a shit, really. You know, it's not really gonna matter to anybody. This would have really moved him to hear so many different people from so many different walks of life, dude, to say something about how he might have made an impact on their life. And lastly, I appreciate everybody letting me come on and do this, because I'm just gonna say it, bro. Nobody knows, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I was not very well liked, you know, which I get it, man. That's what happens when you're scummy when you're a kid, dude. But, you know, people change, man, and they grow up, dude, you know. But despite all that, my boy stuck with me, man. He never turned his back on me. Even when people that were in his family were like, dude, that don't hang with that kid. He's bad news. He's gonna fuck you up in your life. He didn't let that sway his opinion of me. He actually allowed me to give him enough to have him make an opinion himself, instead of allowing other people to decide for him, which is not something that a lot of people do. So, you know, for whatever that's worth. And I mean, it's crazy that this is happening now. I mean, I know everybody's got to go sometime, but I didn't think it was going to be this soon. But like I said, I appreciate everybody, and he would have been moved by this. Sincerely, I mean that shit. I really do.
Spot on. Thank you for being here, man. Really, really. I appreciate it. And, you know, you're welcome. This community can, you know, you're welcome to stick around. You got the Discord, you're already in there. You're welcome to hang out as much or as little as you want. We got lots of interesting people out here that I'm sure Sparkle clearly wanted you to get to know in some level. So, you know, doors open to you, man. And it really meant a lot, you being willing to be here and share all this with us. So seriously, like, sincerest thanks for that.
But yeah, I mean, look, he put me in here for a reason, man. So the least I could do is try to see what the guy was trying to show me, dude. You know, maybe I gotta reach somebody. Maybe somebody's gotta reach me. But things happen for a reason. So I'm gonna go with that. And I appreciate the fact that you guys are cool with it and not being like, who's this jerk off you guys are bringing in over here? But I don't, you know what I mean? So that's cool too. I appreciate that, because
yeah, no, trust me, you got people that have your back already before you've even said anything. So you're good. You know?
That's honestly, this is probably the reason why he was such a big part of the community, because that is really something that is missing now. There is not really a sense of community anymore amongst people.
100%.
You know, this is a unique thing that is happening here, and I hope nobody allows the fact that it's taking place on the internet to take away from the meaning of that. Because we're fortunate that we have the ability to do this. I'm sure there's people for a long time that would have liked to and didn't get the chance. So we should, silver lining and everything, dude. At least we get the opportunity to do this and it can live.
Spot on, man. Spot on. Outstanding. All right, man. Well, hey, I'll bid you adieu. This was an amazing thing. You and his sister joining and being a part of this just made it everything I hope it was. I hope we did a good job honoring him, because that was really the focus.
Well, I think you did. I take my hats off to you guys. He would have been moved. Since I mean that sincerely, he really would have been. I'd like to believe that I know him just as well as anybody, and I really think he would have been moved by this, and also surprised at how many people that he touched and all that. So this was really a nice thing for you guys to do.
Awesome, man. Yeah. No, it's our pleasure, really. And it's our pleasure to be there for, you, and certainly for her. And any of Sparkle's family, true as well. And I hope now you guys know that, we exist, and we loved him very much. And, he loved you guys. So naturally we love you guys. So you'll have that bridge between us perpetually. So, and that's who Sparkle is. See what a incredibly beautiful person that just can't help but bring people together, and create alliances and friends and, good interactions. Just what other person can even leave that type of impact even after they're gone, pretty intense. So yeah, man, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Seriously. But yeah, we'll catch up with you later, and you're on Discord, so we'll be chatting more. But thanks, man, and take care and try to have a good day, man. God bless you.
Dude.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. I saw the side chat. There's a lot of you chiming in. I know Bond. Yeah, dude. Trust me, I get it. This was rough. Will was kind enough to do the eulogy too. I could have written something flowery and poetic and eloquent and all of those types of things, but realistically, Max wants to come back for a second. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of leave off with something a little bit funny I didn't think about till I left. In true Sparkle fashion, when I got the news, you know what I did, Smokey?
What's that?
In Sparkle's honor, you know how sometimes in like gang culture, you like pour one out for the homie, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
You know what I did? I went outside and I got a tan.
You got a what?
I got a tan.
I got a tan.
And you know why? I was pouring one out.
You know what? He would be busting up laughing at that.
And I'm so glad I got back in on the very end of this stream before it was too late, because I wish I could see him laughing at that so hard right now.
He would. He would undoubtedly be cracking up hardcore at that. So well played.
I just couldn't leave on a somber note. He wouldn't want that. So thanks again. Man, this has been great. This is what he deserves. So thank you.
I really hope we did honor him well. I think he would have been proud, and I think I hope that we did a good job honoring his memory and encouraging others to honor his memory and remember him for the great impact he actually was. Oh, Scotty's here too. Scotty, you want to say something?
Yeah, I don't want to take up any more time. You guys have been
great. Good, man. I appreciate you, buddy. No, thanks for that. He would have really appreciated that joke. So if I know Sparkle, I know he would have busted up at that one. There was a time I couldn't find the clip. It was an old Germania stream, but there was an instance where Knock got really mad at Sparkle, and he had said to Sparkle, he said, "Well, go get a tan." And Sparkle was like, "Knock, And this is like later, he's like, Doc, you realize what you said? If I go get a tan, I would die. So you basically told me to go kill myself.
I remember him sharing that same
and he
story.
made Knock feel so bad about it that he had to apologize.
Yeah, and if you just get to know the guy, you know, he owns that stuff. You know, he doesn't let it stop him. So that's the amount of stuff that he's overcome in his life, and still have a sense of humor about him is awe inspiring. I hope to get. I hope I get to that level because I
That's what
like
I'm
to
saying, and that's
pretend
what
I'm.
everyone was saying about Sparkle is that he played that hand he was dealt maximally.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what he was given wasn't great, but you know what? He played the hell out of it. He really did. Better than anyone I think ever could, honestly.
In my opinion, one of the most inspiring people in this community if you really get to know the guy.
I actually love in that interview that he mentioned an affinity towards a particular character, which was the Rock Lee character in Naruto. That idea, that relation of the idea that's, you know, down with the rest, can't do as much, you know, but overcomes to be like the best at that one thing. And now that kind of resonated with him. You know, as like,
I mean,
his
he
favorite
knew his
thing. I mean,
strong
that's who
suit.
he was. That's who he was. He was not given the same as everyone else, but what he was given, he maximized the hell out of, really.
You know, and this is gonna probably sound like pure delusion to most folks. I like to think that he completed the main mission that he was sent here to do, and he was needed elsewhere.
100%. Yeah.
And
good way to look at it.
I am gonna just be forever grateful for the wise counsel that he has given me. And it's not gonna be the same without him. And I'm just glad to see everyone come together and be here for him. Even people that he has butted heads with. When I was on the pod the other night, you know, Praise even was kind of backing him up. You know, so yeah, it's great. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go. Thanks again, guys. This has
All
been
right,
great.
buddy.
Smokey, thanks for hosting this. And
My pleasure, man.
you guys have permission to use any of the clips. Anyone out there, you want to clip it, share it, download it. If it has to do with
Oh yeah,
Sparkle,
even this whole stream, I should have said that earlier. Anyone can restream this, re-upload it, share it, do however. I don't care. Put it out there.
I
to
will
anyone.
warn you though, I do have a short fuse, so just be careful with that. Do it respectfully for me, please.
Oh yeah, of course, right? No, absolutely.
Because I know that some folks out there.
We have a
might get
couple
up.
people that'll get plane tickets, I'm sure, and we'll
But anyway, let's not focus on that.
it's all
Sparkle, a great guy. He just wants everyone to get along. He was fully aware that was never possible, but he was never in it to persuade anyone to do anything other than be happy. That's the main message that he would always give me. Even though he knew what I was going through too, he just gave me such a sense of strength about me that I feel is gone now. And the memory of him is just I'm gonna save these clips forever. And I'm just so thankful that God gave me the opportunity and put me in a position where Smokey, I had no idea. I had no idea. You know, people asked me to unprivate the videos. I privated them before I knew this happened, for the record. And that forced me to go back and watch some of those things. And I didn't realize how important that show was. And you know, people always told me, I remember when Ryan told me, he was like, "Hey man, this show might be big. I don't really see this going the distance like that." And now I realize it was probably one of the most important things I ever got to do for a friend of mine, with a friend of mine. And I'm just really glad you played it. So, thank you.
No, it's
Take
my
care,
pleasure,
guys.
man. Take care, bud. I appreciate you. Thank you, Max. Scotty, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I hope you've been doing well. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not
Go
gonna be
ahead,
too
man.
long.
Sure, go ahead.
So Sparkle. So I remember like one funny memory where I made a joke in a single stream that Will was doing where basically we were making fun of Knock, and I made the joke of like what does Knock have in common with Peter Dinklage, because Knock has a shit leg. The joke was basically like, just like Peter Dinklage, Knock had to take a running start to hop on the toilet to take a shit. The next stream, ironically enough,
I remember that now.
yeah, ironically enough, Sparkle made the joke that he was Peter Dinklage, and I remember saying immediately, so Sparkle, like Knock, do you have to take a running start to hop on the toilet to take a shit? Will bursted out laughing. But yeah, I guess the reason why I say this is because like Sparkle always took it on the chin. I did DM him a few days ago, and my biggest regret was that I did not keep in constant contact with him. But if he was still around, I would have definitely wanted to watch a few films of him, because I definitely did share a few sites of like comic books and films he could watch when he was in hospital. But yeah, it's definitely a kick to the nuts, and I do generally hope he's in the abode of the Lord and is encompassed by the Blessed Trinity. But yeah, short and sweet, but I will definitely miss Sparkle. He will always be a brother, and I hope he is in greener pastures and the Lord has laid rest to his soul. But yeah, sorry if I haven't been around much, but yeah, that's all I have to say.
Well, that's good, buddy. No, but thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Take care, Scotty. We'll catch up in a bit. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that pretty much for the most part wraps it up. I could have done kind of a whole eulogy thing in myself, but I wanted to let Will be able to do it to make it, very more real and organic, and not really just something that might even read as disingenuous. I'm just trying to be, eloquent or precise. And I didn't really plan anything or write anything particularly. But I think everyone saw through this and the willingness to do it and what he meant to the community, that expression is clear, and how important it was for me to have something like this. Hopefully my actions around this just communicate with sincerity what my words probably would fail to. Me and Sparkle always had an incredibly joking, dismissive even type atmosphere with each other, but also a friendship. Like when I didn't see him around for a couple weeks, because you usually always see Sparkle just popping up randomly in streams, or chatting with Wildheart or something, or popping in the atheist streams. I just didn't see him around. He was usually very active in Discord, and I'm like, where's Sparkle? I noticed he was gone. Now, there's a million people in this community that come and go all the time, chat rats and keyboard warriors and trolls and every other thing and the like. But Sparkle being gone, I noticed. A lot of these other people come and go. I barely notice. I don't even care. But Sparkle being gone was noticeable. And that's when I decided to reach out and message him on Discord, and he told me about him being in the hospital. I then let certain people in the community, select people in the community know, to reach out to him and give him support. Many members of our little group did so. Guru Lady was instrumental in that. I know Lo had talked to him. I know Will was talking to him. I was talking to him. And he was getting a lot of support in these later days, which we were all hopeful wasn't going to be his later days, his last days. And sadly, that's exactly what it turned into. I was really keeping hope alive for all of this. And when I heard it, I just didn't know how to even really process it. It just seemed really surreal. Like, it's not really even a thing. What do you mean Sparkle's gone? What are you talking about? Like, it just can't be. Like, even though I knew he was in the hospital, and he messaged me to say he was being incubated for the third time, and because, okay, man, you're going to get through this. You're going to get through this, you know. And then he's just not there anymore. We always had a jovial connection with each other, and we also had our sincere moments. There's a slew of Sparkle and Smokey clips deep back in the archive. Someday, maybe some point it'll be worth going and digging a few up. But we had a lot of moments together over the 5-6 years or so since I kind of started being more active and doing streaming and stuff here. And Sparkle always left a very unique impression on every single community that he would go into. In fact, Sparkle had a rare talent, the likes of which I rarely saw, where he could there could be two communities at fierce, horrific war with each other, hating each other, like Hatfield and McCoy type shit. And Sparkle could just go in and interact neutrally with both of them, you know, and still maintain his opinion and his common sense and tell you exactly how he saw it. But you'd even see when he's giving opinions of people in that interview, it's sincere, but it's always, you notice it, even when he's talking about someone maybe he doesn't like, or he's joking about being an asshole, like even me, he looks for the good in people. He finds something good to say about them. And you saw that in that interview, and that's just who he was. I mean, who else do you know would be so diligent and sincere about wanting to just constantly look for the good in people? And that's just who he was. I mean, that's, you know, there's things that Sparkle brought to this environment that just can not be replaced. I'm sorry, they just can't. And it's heartbreaking. It's horrific, honestly. And I hope we did a good job honoring him here, at least I hope. And people knew how valuable he was and how much everyone loved him, because he was truly loved. In fact, the one regret is that maybe he didn't know it enough, you know, but I think his friend is right. K-Dog is right. I think he would have been touched. I think he would have been moved by this. I would think he would have liked knowing that this is really, truly the type of impact he had. And yeah, this was rough. I'll tell you, this was rough. This was tenuous, but we got through it. I think we honored him well. He will be very, very sorely missed. One of the last things before we wrap up was a song that was actually discovered by one of his friends. I forget which one, apologies. One of his atheist friends found this song that was actually uploaded on his channel. And there was also a clip I wanted to go ahead and play. This was actually the last video that he uploaded on his channel. So one is the last, I guess you would say, song video thing he uploaded. It was 6 months ago, called Broken Threads. And then there was this other clip, which was his last stream video upload that he did about a year ago, which is a short clip that he had actually on Gangster Ghost channel. So I'm going to put this up to play this. This is the last video that Midnight Sparkle.
I have two questions. What does giving your life to what does giving your life to Christ mean, and what does that look like? Like,
Yes,
genuinely, because what?
Wait, who are you asking?
I guess anybody, because as an atheist, I'm like, I don't understand what giving your life to Christ means and what it looks like.
So Christian, if you want to answer that, and then if I have a different idea, I'll say it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's the first step of that process is a person just kind of looking in the mirror and realizing that they're their own biggest problem and they're not able to help themselves. So they realize that they need somebody, and then they obey that somebody, and then their life gets better.
That's. What about you, Bond?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. That you have to realize that you're flawed in some sort of way, and you need a lifeboat, and you have to look to some sort. You have to look to Jesus for that lifeboat.
I mean, I don't disagree to the fact that that you're flawed and you like and you need to look to other people for help. But I look to other people that actually are here. Like you, Bond, Pixie, Wild Heart to an extent, the other people. So I guess the only thing I disagree with is the Jesus part.
Well,
wait, why was it only Wild Heart to an extent? I need to hear more about that.
That's where I was going.
Me and you think just alike.
Midnight, do you think Jesus could help you in your life in any way?
I don't see how, honestly. I don't see how he could help me in any way other than more than other people have helped me already.
Okay, so you don't see how Jesus could help you versus other people in your life, right?
Yeah, like it's like, I mean, I guess you can make an argument that Jesus actually sends those people, as a proxy for for himself.
Do you think that that Jesus would offer you some sort of hope in the future versus other people?
I don't think so, considering I'm trying to make my own hope.
Okay, so yeah, you're trying to make your own hope. You're trying to make your own hope, right? You're trying to pull yourself up and make things happen. But do you think that Jesus, the biblical Jesus, could help you in more ways than other people could?
Right now, no.
Sparkle had he really did just have an incredible personality, didn't he? Like, the thing was, he always maintained his level of open-minded curiosity to basically everything. You'd see a lot of people who believed certain things and became very cynical to every other worldview and absolutist, but Sparkle never lost that sense of wonder and curiosity. And all of his questions were always generally, in many ways, always really trying to get at something very, very real. And, he treated the world with a virtue that the world never treated him with. It's kind of almost hard to imagine, like, where did that come from? Like, where did just this natural, innate capacity to be such a genuinely good, generous, caring human being, where did this come from? I don't know. But Sparkle had it. And that's the thing about Sparkle that is going to be so incredibly missed and is so heartbreaking. Who else had that type of thing that Sparkle had? Freaking no one. Honestly. No one. Sparkle was an incredible light in this community. And he's going to be really, really missed. I only wish he probably knew. And he didn't think super highly of himself. He didn't think he was the best of the best. He didn't value himself above anyone else. He always treated everyone else like they were more valuable than himself. And he was always very, very giving. He was one of the least arrogant human beings you'll ever meet. One of the least ego-driven, most gracious people. Always willing to give extra chances. Always willing to be gracious and kind and supportive. Sparkle was the type of guy where he could barely know you, but you could be having some sort of crisis or issue or need to talk about something, and he wanted to be that person. He just wanted to support. He just wanted to be good, just wanted to be gracious. Sparkle personified, as an atheist, mind you, better Christian virtue than 90% of the Christians I've seen. Honestly, it's no exaggeration. Sparkle had an innate, incredible, generous, compassionate, loving virtue that just flowed from him. And no matter what was thrown at him and how difficult it was and some of the struggles that were, he just never stopped. He never got cold. He never got cynical. No matter what the world threw at him, no matter how much it hurt, no matter how deep his struggles were, how hard things were, he just never stopped being that guy. To where you hear his sister talking about he's in the hospital and they're trying to help him with his vocal cords. And what's he doing? He's singing. He's singing Let It Go to them, one of his favorite songs. It's just who he was. Sparkle showed more faith. I don't know how else to say it, than most of you who spend all your days whining and complaining and moaning and talking about it and debating it and everything else. Sparkle showed it constantly. And that's irreplaceable. Sometimes greatness isn't how well you speak, how smart you are, how well you debate, how well you own the enemy. I think there's a type of true greatness that Sparkle had that you almost don't even realize how amazing it is till it's gone. Sparkle was great in a very unique way, and he was a kind of great that few of us are. And it is going to be incredibly missed. What we sometimes judge as greatness in this community is not the type of greatness that Sparkle was. Sparkle was the better of all of us. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you everyone for giving your contributions. I hope we did well honoring him. I believe he would have appreciated this. Thank you to the side chat. Thank you to mods. Thank you to panelists. Special thanks to his childhood friend, K-Dog. I'm sure he'll be sticking around a bit. And of course, to his dear beloved sister, Midday Sparkle. Sincerest thanks to her for being here and willing to do this, truthfully. An incredible display and great support for everyone. So I'm really glad this happened and we got through it. And I do have one final thing to play, and we're going to leave with this. And this is a song that actually Sparkle uploaded on his own channel. So it's something that he particularly really liked. It was the last song thing that he had uploaded. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. One of his friends had posted it because they discovered it on his channel and said it was very, very fitting. I agreed. So we're going to leave on this and wrap it up. Thank you to everyone. Thank you in the community for your support and your kind, gracious wishes and your prayers for Sparkle and his family. Please continue to do so, and condolences to the others that are also dealing with loss and grieving. You as well, Ben, and anyone else, as I know there's just been a bit of that happening, it seems. So sincerest thanks to you guys. Really, it was wonderful that you showed up and showed how incredibly loved and appreciated Sparkle was, and it was a great sign of comfort to, I think, everyone that was here and loved and misses him. Thank you guys. Take care. And Smokies signing out.
is gone like a whispered breeze. I held on tight but lost the keys to a door we built with hands once steady. Now it creaks, it's closed. I wasn't ready. You stitched me up when I came undone, but my threads frayed. I hurt everyone. I can't forget. I won't let go. You're the light I lost, the seed I sowed. I pray we meet again someday to mend the cracks, to find our way. Your voice still echoes in empty rooms, a melody that fades too soon. I tried to move to break the chain, but your name's tattooed in my veins. You gave me strength, you gave me peace, but I was the storm I couldn't release. I can't forget, I won't let go. You're the light I lost, the seed I sowed. I pray we meet again someday to mend the cracks, to find our I can't forget, I won't let go. You're the light I lost.